Let's get right into the proceedings this evening. What's up, man? Welcome back to No Strings Attached. Back in the building. Texas, we back on the map. Let's get it, man. We have fun tonight. We gonna have fun tonight. I thought I was done with this woman, her life, and everything she trying to bring us into. I'm gonna tell y'all a quick 20-second story. I was going through a bunch of old thumbnails. I tried to put stuff in folders for the show. I was deleting stuff. I'm like, we ain't got to come back to that. Oh, this is Tory Lanez and Megan pictures and photos and stuff. Let's keep that. That's still popping. I was like, you know what? We don't need none of this Jada Pinkett and Will Smith foolishness. Let me clear this out, make some space. You dig? And Jesus, was I incorrect.
Right.
We needed the space. Lionel froze? Yeah, I think Lionel froze. Oh, you're not froze. Oh, Lionel just on mute. Everybody, Lionel's doing the mute challenge. My fault. My fault. Hey, we here.
I was working on my smiles. I'm smiling with my eyes.
Hilarious, by the way. Lionel in here with us, man. What up, Li?
What's good, y'all? Happy Wednesday. From my heart to yours. What's good? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show.
We had to get the truant officer to go get Lionel. This nigga here. Jesus Christ. We got our cousin Torian up in here, aka I Runs Wild. What up, Torian?
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy hump day. You know. I'm ready to talk my ish. Let's get into it.
Let's go, man. Let's go. We talking Jada Pinkett tonight. She lied. She lied, Torian. I told y'all when that story came out, do not believe that woman. I told you. And y'all wanted to take her side and said, no, she can do this. The whole time the damn woman was separated.
Hey, that was her business.
You did? Let's go, Grand. Get out of here. Zip her up, Grand. She's the problem. She's always been the problem.
Y'all just mad.
Why we mad, Torian? Talk to me. Why we mad?
Because a woman is living her best life and she had y'all niggas tripped up on what's going on.
You see the ticker on the bottom. That's the question I got tonight. That's the main question for tonight. That's the question for tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Is Jada a horrible human?
No.
That's where we're going.
Why is Jada a horrible woman, not is Will a horrible man that's had her leaving him in the first place?
No. I'll explain it for you, Tori. When did Will's book come out? Didn't he do a book? What was it, a year, 2 years ago? Maybe he just dropped the book. It was a big deal.
Yeah, I can't remember. I need to stay by it, actually.
He sent the book to like some celebrities and like a whole elaborate thing that opened up, right? It was all cool, like, right? Remember that? He didn't say all this shit in his book. Now she dropping her book and she want to get bullshit. She wanted, because she ain't got nothing else to talk about but this nigga Will, apparently.
She talking about her life.
Is she?
Yeah.
Well, we'll talk about his life.
It's on her time. It's not on your time. It's not on his time. It's on my time. And I'll let you motherfuckers know.
But hold on, no. I thought they was some type of agreement partnership together, right? What made it okay for her on her time that I'm going to be the one to break this shit?
Because Will probably fucked some shit up and gave her that right. Like, all right.
I just feel like I wish we knew when is Will Smith's birthday. Like, what's his sign? Because I feel like he gives me more like he would care more about like the public perception. Like he would be more like, we really shouldn't say this right now. I don't really want to get into that. Let's not let the people know. Like he gives me more of that vibe where she gives me more real nigga. Like she's probably like, well, this happened. This is where we are. This is what the fuck it is. So,
but
like,
Lionel, wasn't she the one that came out talking about? She was just last year. She was talking about how when we got together, we said but the first thing we doing is we're taking divorce off the table. That's never an option. No matter what, She gave me all of that bullshit about their relationship. I didn't know that before.
Well, separated isn't technically divorce.
I agree, it's not divorce, but for all intents and purposes, 7 years separated. God damn, that's a hell of a separation.
Yeah,
no, that is.
That's time.
And so she's a Virgo and he's
how long they've been together. Like I feel like people could probably benefit from some space and like just like
Hold
figure
on.
it out.
So what you're saying, Lionel, is that if you have been together a decade, you might need to separate about 4 or 5 years just to,
You never know because like what's
Reset.
time? Like it might be like that because like they never get back together, or it might be like that, and then like they're like, wow, turns out there's nothing out here that I feel like more than I feel you, you know. But I don't know. I feel
7
like that's
years?
necessary, right? That is a minute, but I don't think it's just completely like separated.
And
They
then that,
still been like clearly working together. They've been bad relationship for life. They've been like clearly connected still. So it's not like
think
it's
about this though, Lionel. Within that 7 years that y'all been separated, one of your sons, because it's about the same age difference, right? Between, so think about it. You're old, you and your lady are older now. One of you and your lady separate, right? Because y'all been together too long, according to you. I don't know. And then all of a sudden, within that separation, y'all gotta have this whole weird conversation about how she slept with one of your son's friends. That was, by the way, going through a mental health crisis that she clearly groomed and took advantage of. Fuck what everybody talking about. The nigga was going through some mental health shit. Why he didn't go get some real help, I don't know. He went to their ass and he ended up getting turned out sexually. Crazy fucking shit going on, bro.
that's Hollywood for you. And then besides, Jada is clearly the real nigga in this relationship. That's why I keep trying to make clear. And that's been made clear to me a long time ago. Jada's the real nigga in the relationship. So that's why it just played out like that. The ball is in her court. So she say like, okay, if she says, then I'm about to get it cracking real quick with August Alsina, like I'm gonna see you for dinner, then that's just what it is. And like then he'll have to figure it out from there. If she says like, hey, like apparently there was nothing he could do to please her at one point, he's trying to figure it out. He's scraping and scrambling. Like clearly the ball is just in her court. If she says, you know what, actually I'm not feeling you right now. I'm gonna need a 7-year break. I'll see you in 10 years. Then like that's just what it's gonna be. Like she's
Now,
clearly the real nigga.
And let me make sure I say this. Naomi just joined us. I want you to jump in here with us too, Naomi. We got some estrogen in the building. But before that, though, I do want to make this point clear because I'm gonna go crazy on Jada tonight. No cap. I'm going all the way in. But I do want to say this though. Man, listen, whatever works for people in their relationship, that works for them, right? Trust me, I'm not knocking any of that because I agree with you, Lionel. If it works for people to take a 5-7 year break and then get whatever, that ain't none of my business. She makes this shit our business. Let's just be 100% clear. She has that's her prerogative. But once she puts it out there and makes it my business, now I got to do what I do. Let's go, Naomi. What say you? Separated 7 years. She got this man out here slapping niggas. Jesus Christ, separated?
He can tell that nigga to do that.
That's why he gives me.
He chose to do that.
He's supposed to do that.
I mean, that's still his wife, separated or not.
Is it?
Like, yes, it is. I mean, even if you get divorced, in God's eyes, that's still your wife.
Oh, here we go. Now we got damn.
No, I mean, that's just the way that shit works when you make those type of vows. Okay, so when you make those type of vows in the eyes of God,
Naomi?
Then that, hey,
this nigga.
So I mean, if that's how you make a marriage work, I don't really, I still be trying to believe that marriages can like work forever. I don't think that somebody can just be in love with one person for their whole lives, for decades and decades. And maybe this is a way to make that shit work because like, you're promising to be with somebody 50, 60 years. Like, you don't know what kind of hardships, what kind of troubles are going to come up. And like, how y'all going to have to adjust and move for that shit. So like, maybe sometime you will just need a separation. And so, but for the news to come out, like, cause they could have been just said that like a long time ago when the August Alsina shit stuff did pop off. But at the end of the day, they're not entitled to tell us that shit. So they knew what the fuck.
No, stop.
They knew what the fuck it was.
That's why I'm calling cap right there, Naomi. I agree. They're not entitled to tell us shit, but they tell us everything except the goddamn truth. Apparently, they tell us everything else.
Yeah.
Do they tell us everything else, or what they want us to know?
I'm like, and that's how it goes with
everything. They don't tell us the truth.
But look, they ain't got to tell us the truth. I mean, all this shit is lies and energy harvesting and programming.
She brought this man Will up there. The whole point of bringing Will up there, the whole point of the phrase or the word entanglement being brought to the relationship fucking lexicon was because it was the way that it was presented was that they were together in this fucking marriage, potential open relationship. and she had a thing with this nigga that she called an entanglement. Now look,
But it still was an entanglement.
But I'm
Right.
saying though, longer than 7 years, people had always speculated, quote unquote, way back shit, that they got some kind of open relationship, whatever the hell, right? That's always been out there since fucking basically they got married. So that's never not been a thing. But to now know that they had been separated 7 years, right?
That's just rocking your world.
Right, it is rocking his world.
Because everything else,
He's like, whoa, we could do this?
no, the rest of the shit's been capping a lie. That's what I'm saying. This whole shit of her, this
Or
exercise.
was it, or does it just kind of make sense that like now we understand why she was in an entanglement because they were separated,
The
and why
letters to
Will
people,
knew,
the
and like why
nostalgia.
it was okay.
The reminiscing on Tupac, the entanglement, it adds the fuck up. Like 1 + 1 is 2. Like
Now,
she
look, I
totally
wanna be
wasn't
clear.
feeling this guy. And then even before that, to hear that like he wasn't even able to please her sexually at some point in their relationship, to where point he's sweating it, bitch. He's sweating. Look, like what did he say? I'm going through it, bitch. I didn't know if it was me or what. Like she just isn't feeling him. That's what it gives me. It's like she's not feeling you, bro.
And that's one thing that I always, first of all, anytime a woman brings something like that up, to me, that's crass, because that's like an easy go-to for women, is to say that a nigga can't do something sexually, or the nigga got small meat. That's like, that's like.
But they were together. It's not like she was insulting him. I feel like it was
that's not an insult?
No, it's matter of fact. But I'm feeling like it wasn't, because ultimately, from my perspective, like you might be the worst, like potential like sexual partner as a guy, but I know that if a woman is feeling you,
Jesus.
If a woman is feeling you like she like that don't mean shit. Like that doesn't mean anything. You could be any like hobo.
No, I feel like women definitely compromise like sex shit, because it's like, damn, because we could see, I don't think men would compromise over sex. So maybe they would.
Women don't be coming. There's some women that don't even be coming in a relationship. They be fine. They're like, oh, it's fine. No, or they don't know what an orgasm is. So that doesn't like strike me off. But what strikes me is the fact that like that was the thing, then the entanglement's a thing. God knows how many like signs that were to say like she's really just not into you that like that, But like there's
why do you think it has to be that she's not into him?
Because that's just what it's given. Like then the Tupac and then the fucking other niggas too. It just gives me that she's not.
No, you getting over to my side now, Lionel. Go ahead, keep going. You almost there.
I mean, that's what it is, but at the same time, the ball's been in her court. She's been running this shit like Mike. Like, she's totally like, she's alley-ooping it to herself. She's hitting half-court shots. She's literally just running this shit. That's
she's hitting.
And what's Jada's sign again?
Virgo.
Okay, I was thinking she was a Virgo. That Virgo Libra. That's you and Naomi, right?
Yeah.
Because Will is a Libra. Will a Libra.
Mm-hmm.
And you see, I'm holding this little pipe on my shoulder because I don't play them kind of games.
That's crazy.
Not yet.
Gay.
Not yet. Give it a few years.
right.
A pipe on his shoulder. What is going on here?
That
is crazy. Pipe on the shoulder is crazy. Pause.
No, he didn't even say to pause. He didn't pause at first.
That is crazy.
He's getting it in for his birthday.
So I don't know if it just means that because I wouldn't say she's just like not into Will
like that.
I wouldn't say that because I feel
what would
like
you say there, Naomi? What? Because Naomi's cleaning this shit up for IG.
No, I say that I think that relationships are complicated and there are a lot of hard works, and I think when it's a marriage, it's even more so. And it's like, okay, how do you keep your vows to be together until death do us part? When like everything's just not lining up the way you might not want it. Because and then when you're together for so many years, like for decades, and I've learned this personally, I've only been on this earth 29 years, okay? And like I've seen how love can change and evolve and like hit different ways. And especially after like you've been with someone for so long, there's been so much growth, there's been so much change, like you expand, like, and you want to be together still. Like you just got to make the proper adjustments, because other people would have just divorced. It'd be niggas go into marriage 2 years and they're like, no, this was a little too rough. This is it. Like that's it for me. Because I think they're still cool. I think they're still like they still give couple vibes, but everything may not be picture perfect.
Well, nothing's perfect, right? Is some bullshit, right? But what I'm saying though,
I said, accept me. Just kidding.
Hilarious. But no, like when it comes to like you know, it is what it is. But what I'm saying though, that was where she put the mind F on this young man, because she talked about how, oh, when we got together, the first thing we said is divorce is off the table. That's not an option. That's what she mind F this dude. She mind F him.
She didn't mind F him.
Yes, she did.
A lot of people feel like divorce isn't on the table. Like Lionel has said that shit, and he's even said like he could see like going on a separation longer instead of just being like.
I'm telling you, Lionel saying. I'm telling you, y'all saying Lionel saying that. We don't know if his partner's gonna agree to that shit. Lionel might be cool.
She doesn't have a choice.
I mean, once you get
have a
married,
no, you have
to get
married papers to a divorce. That's like the Kenya Moore and her person situation.
But
like,
now that's something different. Now you're not. Years. Now you holding her hostage, basically. Now saying like, nah.
Well, I mean, you say, are you dead? Once you die, I'll sign the papers.
But I mean, of course, when you get married, hopefully you're having those conversations. Like, yeah, you know, this is actually for life. Like, I don't plan on.
You know what what you hope don't happen when you get in marriage is that you fuck our damn 21-year-old son's friend. That's what I hope you don't do when we're married. That's one of the things I hope you never do.
No, and I feel like we just know a lot more of Jada's story, right? Like we're not even hearing about all the shit that Will did. So
which
I think
is my point. I don't know why y'all take it for her.
It's easy to make Jada the bad guy, but at the end of the day, Will is a Libra man, and he's also popping. He's also a very popping, famous person out here too. So I'm sure it wasn't just like Will was just in a corner crying while Jada's fucking on this young nigga. You don't think he was fucking young bitches too?
At the table?
Y'all you don't think he was? Okay, you think niggas will cheat the whole relationship and get cheated on back one time and they're looking like that?
Like, so that make it right.
I don't care.
On, so that make so we justifying what she doing because
because it's okay for them. They were separated. Is it? So it is okay.
So okay, separated. So why'd y'all give Dwayne Wade so much shit? When he was separated and had a side baby, y'all gave him all kind of.
No, having a baby is a whole nother thing.
He was separated. Hold on, another thing. That's crazy.
No,
that's
and crazy. I mean, Gabrielle Union took him back, and that's her prerogative. But at the end of the day, I don't think you should never take back a nigga like who have a baby on you. Like he might as well just start being a good father and like just stay over there.
He was just separated. What
happened to the? Okay, so let's be separated for the next 18 years.
The part of separation is to
be separated for 18 years.
Or not. That's the part of separation is to see if the space is like better for y'all, or if it's like, wow, we actually miss each other. That's the whole point of the separation.
Yeah, and he was trending.
Like, nah, it's okay.
Yeah, he was trending toward I'm good, right?
Jada didn't get pregnant, and Will didn't get nobody pregnant that we know of.
We don't know any of that.
No, that we know of, and so yeah, I feel like that's like apples and oranges because that's too far.
How is that no? We're talking about.
That's too far.
See now
and that's why I don't believe and that's why I don't believe in open relationships because like it's too easy for a baby to pop up, and like once a baby pop up, like that's literally. Cut.
So hold on, though, Naomi.
I can't forgive that. Even if I could forgive cheating, I'm not forgiving no goddamn baby that you got to keep seeing for the rest of your life.
Now you're
just leave me out of it.
How are you giving me parameters on a separation? So we're not separated. You still want to be in control.
No, okay. We are separated, but we are married.
What does that mean?
So you understand that the marriage is still there. It's still like, okay.
What are the rules, Naomi? What are the rules of
this? Being in a relationship, you know, people will take a break, right? And people are allowed to be on their outside shit or whatever the parameters may be. Like when it comes to each relationship, y'all got to talk about that. And I'm sure it was specified and talked about like, okay, we're going to separate. We're going to live in different places. We can see other people. We can have sex with other people. Like I want you to use protection, or maybe you don't have to use protection. Just make sure you're getting tested, and before you think you can come and fucking dick me down, make sure you're tested, or make sure you don't get no bitch pregnant, because that would be me. Like, because you get a bitch pregnant, okay, there's the divorce right there.
You know, I'm a vouch for a separation. Like, you know, I'm a vouch for it, but I do feel like boundaries are because, like Naomi said, it's not the complete thing. Like, I didn't take it all the way to like the divorce/breakup, you know, that's like the stage before.
But they said divorce not even on the table. So this is like as far as they can go.
Okay.
This is it. This is the edge.
Well,
So
and
I'm trying to go to
clearly-
the edge.
that includes entanglements. That includes all kinds of shit. But I still stand by the fact that like Jada's the one running that shit. That's what it feels like.
Clearly, and that's the problem.
And why do you think that's the problem?
Because she's led that shit right to the goddamn ground. You know what you do on a sports team when you're a leader or your coach or your
but I
best
think you're
player?
projecting. Why do you think
not
it's running
projecting
to the
shit.
ground? No, because I mean that's
What are you
just your
talking
opinion.
about?
It's your opinion that you think is like this big
is all of
horrible
our
thing. They
opinions. We
seem
on
to
the
be
podcast.
fine. Honestly, this whole time they have seemed to be fine.
She's like, this is the best our relationship has ever been.
I agree.
Now we gotta get her book. It's working. Her strategy is working.
How is it working? That man looked like
Saying,
hell.
now I gotta get her book.
That man's an actor. He was giving y'all a scene.
Yeah, that ain't.
No, he was like
both of
scene.
Hilarious. Both
That
of
was
them
a
are
great
actors.
red table talk, Jada. I'll see you
They
next
both
week.
are actors.
True.
He's better than she is, but they both actors.
I would agree that he's a better actor, but I don't know that he has any films that's gonna top set it off.
Well, it wasn't like she was the solo star and set it off. I mean, it was a whole
I mean,
cast of
Stoney
motherfuckers.
was kind of that girl.
She was the main character,
Nah,
but
and she was the only one to survive. But I don't know.
I don't know, like you talking.
that's because she was.
I'm included in
And
she
she was.
with that shit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Will Smith.
And she was the only whore in the movie too. But let's keep going. Fucking niggas for money.
She was
That's
what she
what-
had to do.
She fucked the nigga for money. I don't know what y'all want me to tell y'all about that. That's what happened in the movie. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Whatever y'all want to do with that information.
You know, art
What?
imitates life too. Just kidding. So maybe that's why she got Will. You never know.
Hilarious. But no, I'm just simply saying though that like, okay, I'm just talking about from the perspective of leadership because y'all saying that she's in control of the relationship. That's fine, whatever works for y'all, right? But what I'm saying though, from the outside looking in, that's the only viewpoint I got. She's ran that shit into the goddamn ground to the point to where they've been separated for 7 years. Something ain't going right.
You think
Something.
so?
If y'all been separated for 7 years, you think everything's good? Like,
Yeah, I mean, but
I
also,
think
look
shit,
at
it could be more chill like that. It could be more chill like that.
yeah, that means we don't need to be together, right? That's what that means. If I do better when I'm not around you, that tells me something. If I somehow am more outgoing and I like my day is better if I'm not around Torian, like, yeah, my bad, Torian.
Well, fuck you too.
I'm just saying though, if I'm like, man, when I'm not around Torian, shit is good, man. You know what I'm saying? When I get around that nigga, man, everything is bad vibes and all. Maybe I need to stay away from that nigga.
Oh, you down?
Fuck.
You need to buy Jada book out October 17th.
Y'all see it, man. The tick at the bottom of the screen. Is Jada a horrible human? That's the question I
Oh
got.
my
that's
God.
crazy.
See, and I think that maybe it's triggering you as a married man. Like, I
Right.
think she's really just like hitting a bone with you.
How could a black man let this happen? Get out of here,
No.
Roy.
I just
How could
relate.
you?
To, I
How
relate
could
to
she
it because
do this?
and
Yeah.
sometimes like when I need space or I feel like I need space, because I even have to like within myself like breathe and say like, okay, don't overreact and try to like say you need space. Because like, but then I have like Sagittarius and like so sometimes I feel like overwhelmed by just like commitment. Like honestly, not to say that I want to cheat or I just want, but literally just the idea of like really like having to lock in even when I'm feeling overwhelmed, that stresses me out. Versus being alone, like I really charge, like I can recharge and shit like that. So
No,
it could be a
fact.
personal thing. How I was saying, like maybe she's not into him. It could be like a personal thing.
No, because
Like,
I really
time
wonder
does
what
help,
the
but
rest of
time-
her chart looks like. Because she could have some Sagittarius, some Aquarius, some Gemini in there. And it's
Mhm.
like, okay, I do need my freedom, but it's still all love. I still really care about
Absolutely.
you.
And I recognize that even like pushing forward in this energy and like in the name of like, no, stay together, that could be more damaging and detrimental, like based on like where I'm at internally, you know? Like it may be better for me to just take a couple breaths and then like come back to thinking romantically and like and as far as that goes. You know?
Let me make sure I hit the chat. Shout out to Messiah Lane in the chat. He said, leadership role in a relationship comes with accountability and responsibility. Since she led and presented so much, she led it to a destruction.
Okay, so where
destruction,
is the
respectfully.
destruction coming from? Like,
It's the fact that they're at the point of separation. That's what
so
they're
just
reaching
because
into.
they're separated,
They're giving it to her, but they don't recognize that. Like Will Smith, for me, he gives me like surface. Like he's gonna be concerned with what the fuck it looks like. And like,
What I'm
I
telling
feel like
you-
even that moment at the Oscars was that kind of a moment. Like he's like, do I just sit here and let this person like, what do I do? Like I've gotta, you know, it gives me like I'm concerned with what people are gonna think about this. And so
I
like
agree
you
with
wouldn't
that.
say like, hey, this is what the fuck I was going through. Hey, here's what the fuck I did, or here's where I was at with the situation in the name of not coming off away, you know? Whereas she clearly doesn't give a fuck about that. She's like, well, here's where the fuck I'm at, and I'm thinking about Tupac tonight. Or I'm thinking about
Well, see, so here comes my point though, right?
mm-hmm.
Because I agree with you. I think that she is the leader in this situation, right? As a leader, though, to Messiah's point, isn't there a level of responsibility if you know that you're the lead, right? That I'm in the lead. If I'm the leader of this team, right? If I make a decision, if I make a call, if I make a choice, I'm taking a level of responsibility and accountability in that, right? If I'm saying, hey, this is how we're going to get down. We're going to have an open relationship. If that shit goes left, I got to take more responsibility because I'm the one that initiated and say, yo, this is what we're going to do. I can't say, now look, did Will let it happen? Of course. He's not off the hook at all, in my opinion. And I think, and that's why I said from the beginning, the mind F started when she said, we're taking divorce off the table. That's not even an option. We're taking it off the table. So now he made this weird blood pact, some type of wiki shit, whatever they did. And now he feel like, okay, well, we can go to this extreme, which is separation for damn near a decade, but we're not divorced though. Fuck out of here. That's weird.
I feel like that's more real.
I think so.
I feel like that's more real because people be fucking, these marriages be looking so motherfucking horrible. I've seen worse relationships in real life. I've seen like marriages where I'm just like, marriages
Give me
where
an
it's
example.
like, damn, do y'all love each other? Like, do y'all
give me an
like
example real quick?
That's what the example is. Like, there's no love. Like, I don't see no love. Like, damn, you
see
like,
love with them too?
Huh?
You see love with Jada and Will? I don't see shit there.
Yeah, what you mean?
In order to look at her eyes, look at that woman's eyes.
To have still like, I mean, they gonna love each other. They might not be in love, but they love each other for real. Like
with the word game,
they do love each other, and so like that's what.
Like,
and that's
in order
what
to
I
do this
think.
for so long, you gotta have some type of love to have it.
No, you don't.
No, look, because the psychology of love is that, that passionate love only lasts for so long until you step into companionship love. And I think that's what it has to be if you want a marriage to be sustained. Because like for me, I would want to be married in love. Like, and if that shit's gone, I would want to be gone with that shit too. Like once the love, I'd be ready to dip and not it just be like that familial companion. Like I'm just committed to this. Like I love this person. So I'm down for however this might go. So I feel like to have longevity in a marriage, and maybe, I don't know, I haven't seen a lot of marriages work out truthfully. And like the marriages I do see, they don't be giving. Like they don't be giving what I'm like, damn, that they don't make me feel like I want to be married. So I think to have real longevity in a marriage, and I feel like maybe they're just being more upfront and honest about it. Because, like when it comes to marriages, people will keep all the bad shit in the house and they'll be putting up a front the whole time they're in public. Like whole time this shit is like, bitch,
that's what she did.
The kids are at home. Like, please get a divorce. Like that'd be the fucking tea.
But look,
but their kids are fine.
Whoa, you don't know any of that.
No, their kids are doing great.
You don't know any of that, Naomi. You making all that up right there.
From what I see, Jada Smith
no, you didn't miss
Smith
the scenario.
Are fine.
You
made that all up. You made that all up.
Roy just want everybody to be so.
I'm like,
what's going on, Roy?
Go look up what Jada Smith is doing. Go look up what Willow Smith is doing.
They're talented kids
what they doing. Who know themselves.
I don't know what they know. What I'm telling you is look at that man's face. That man's eyes are red. His edge up is janky.
I feel like that man looked that same way in 7 pounds in
the man gained like 60 pounds last year. The nigga was all over the place.
Maybe that's like happy weight. Like, why are you thinking it's so negative? Like,
because he did a challenge talking about getting back in shape. He was like, I need to get back in shape. I need to.
No, like Naomi said, we don't know. He was popping far long after Jada had finished rapping for Set It Off. Like he had a phenomenal career after that point. So who knows? He was that guy for a long ass time, and we don't know what that looked like for their marriage because they weren't talking about shit until like as of now, it's all starting to come out, and it's like now Jada's being more vocal, but we don't know what the fuck happened to this point, And now it could just be like, now she's kind of like past it and like just kind of getting her own life. And now he got that look on his face. Now he can't take that shit back though. You know,
Well,
that could be, you know.
Or he probably losing control. I feel like Will is very much in control of this. I feel like he is leading this. I feel like people not giving him credit. Like I feel like he is leading this. Like he like one of those controlling ass men who like, no, we ain't divorcing. Like you can do this, you can do that, but your ass ain't no. Because he had this public figure. Like he probably loved that figure of him being like a wholesome man. And as long as like Jada stayed in line with all that and didn't fuck up his shit, he was fine with whatever. And I
just want to make sure I present it. Today is not the day for speculation, ladies and gentlemen on the show.
That's all you doing. How you gonna tell us to do when you doing it?
And
like,
projecting, like I
the
think it's
pot
just
is
like,
not metal black. I don't know what this is.
Today is not the day for speculation. Today we have a set of facts. No, I got something for y'all. Hold on, I got something for y'all.
And not divorced is the fact.
Hold on, we got more facts than that though. And let me make sure I put my whole moniker up on the screen. There we go. We are not today.
That's crazy.
If y'all not watching, he put truth teller under his damn name. This is a damn lie.
No, okay. I'm glad we're not in the studio with you, just in case you get struck by lightning. Shit.
Truth teller. So, we have a set of facts, and y'all. I know we like to, play out scenarios on this show and go down that rabbit hole. But we got a set of facts in this situation, right? Y'all want to talk about, well, Will might have did this. We don't know what he did. We know exactly what Jada did. That's what we know. That's all I can go by. Yes. What do you mean?
Okay, so what are the facts that we know?
We know that she fucked August Alsina.
That fact. She had an entanglement with August
Okay, so what does that mean to you, Naomi? I forgot. Naomi is goddamn Mother Teresa today.
What do you mean? You said you wanted to talk about facts. The facts.
Okay, what does an entanglement mean? I told her she was bullshitting when she said entanglement.
I feel like entangled, just what it said. Like, nigga, you got caught up in some shit.
What does that mean?
You got caught up in another situation. It can mean a lot of things. It means you caught feelings.
Okay, I got you. Okay, well, let's go with that.
For somebody else.
I'm cool with walking down this weird path. August was referring to her by her middle name. Apparently, that's what he calls her. That seems normal to everybody. I don't know.
They call my mama by her middle name only. So
yeah, but multiple people call her by that though, right? Has anybody ever referred to Jada by her middle name?
I mean, people have different nicknames. Like there are people that call me different nicknames.
Yeah, I'm with you. Yeah, you don't need to call my wife her middle name. Fuck out of here.
Like, don't call her by her name. Okay.
No. No one else. No. You made a pet name for my wife now on some nickname.
With her middle name though.
She doesn't use it.
Her middle name. That's not a pet name.
Y'all
that's
are wild right now. Y'all are
wild.
No,
like I said, that's her name. Like you do know your middle name is also your name.
No one ever uses it. Does anybody?
It doesn't matter.
Do you use your middle name ever, Naomi? Watch this.
I use my middle name. Sometimes people will call me my middle name. I call my son his middle name.
That's different. You're a mother. That's different.
No, everybody.
That's why that man was calling her her middle name, because she was playing that role. She was playing that mother role, and she did that to that man. So those are okay. So y'all want to take effing off the table? Okay, cool. Whatever she had with him, can we at least admit that if they were actually in a marriage, that it was inappropriate for a marriage? Can we? Are we willing to go there? An entanglement.
They were separated.
Yeah.
Now y'all playing the separation card again. You see how weird this is with y'all? You see how weird this is?
They were separated, Roy. What are you?
But hold on. I'm with you. Don't walk with me on this. Let's take our time tonight. Let's take our time. Am I yelling? I don't want to yell. Let's take
you are. I feel like you're
right.
Let's
and
take
one bang to start to pop again.
Let's take 3 deep breaths.
Starting to
Naomi is not Jada. Okay. Everything is
Let's
good,
take our
Roy.
time tonight.
You could trust women still. Okay.
Let's take our time tonight. Here's the deal, right? We're going back to the word, we're going back to the separation thing, right?
And we've been playing video of it.
I'm like, please, I want to see Will's video because I don't think I watched that red table.
But I do want to say this though. When I brought the separation with Dwayne Wade, all of a sudden y'all gave me all of these rules to separation. But now with Will and Jada, it's no rules to a separation.
No, there are rules,
separated.
But there are only
separated.
Rules.
She was fucking August.
There are only rules that they make up. Like we can't say what the rules are. We have no idea what the rules are. So for any
But y'all
separation
speculated on the rules with that man, though.
with Dwayne
Yeah.
Wade, I mean,
Yeah.
obviously it was okay. That's why I said him and Gabby are still together. But I said for me, a baby is too goddamn far. You better abort that shit or don't talk to me ever again.
Now we promoting that on the show.
For that,
Double
for that,
homicide
yes.
on the show. That's what we promoting now.
For that, yes. Them the only
You see?
choices because
Let's
that's
play
too
the
far.
video. Let me remove this. Y'all are too much for me tonight already. This is this is crazy. Y'all jump in here in the chat, man. Let me get Messiah back in here real quick. Grand content in the building. T Ross, I see you, my guy. T Ross in here tonight. Florida in the building.
Hey y'all.
What else we got? Messiah said, okay, he said, I believe Will loves her too much to lead in his hold on, what the fuck? To lead in his constant want to pleasure her, even if it's not huh? Oh, please, goddamn, I can't see none of this shit. To please her, even if it's not conducive to what he wants, and that's where he looks bad and does actions because it bothers. Yeah, I mean, listen, he slapped the
So
guy.
maybe the issue is that Will's not saying anything. Like, is that what the issue is for the men, and that y'all see Jada as like the big bad wolf? Like, maybe if Will came down and said, "Yeah, nah, that's my bitch. I let her be on her shit, and I'm on my shit." Like, best believe I'm still out here digging bitches down.
Yeah,
Good.
I saw rumors with Margot Robbie, some white bitch that's an actress. Like they were super close at some point, apparently. But that's why I just have more respect.
Like, you
Honestly,
say
for
Barbie,
Jada.
it's
I didn't
some
lose respect.
No,
for her.
I'm like, we know who Margot Robbie
Right,
is.
it's not some bitch. She's that bitch. Like, don't disrespect
Y'all know I don't be
her.
watching movies. I don't know. The
No,
only
guys,
white
he's like
actress that I
some
acknowledge-
actress. I don't know.
I'm
The
like,
only
she's
white
big in
actress that I
Hollywood now.
acknowledge is Charlize Theron. 'Cause I love her name.
She
But
damn near
besides
next
that-
Charlie.
No, and what's crazy, she was also in my other favorite Will Smith movie, which is Hancock.
Who's
Oh
Charlize
my
Theron?
god,
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's her.
I love Hancock. That movie makes me fucking cry. So
But that's
shout out
why
to Will
I have
Smith.
respect for Jada in the situation because it's like Jada's out here having her way. Clearly, it's like
No, so I think y'all just want Will. Y'all
she's
like,
being open to it.
please.
She's being honest. Like she's talking about this shit. She's like, okay, well, cat's out of the bag. Come to my show, Will. Let's talk about it. She's like writing the book. He wrote a book. He didn't mention shit about a separation. Like that's
Hey,
all I
man.
need to know. He's one of those kinds of people. You one of them people. You're gonna totally sweep the shit under the rug and not say a fucking peep and get
Or
in front of
maybe
the camera
he
and
just
smile.
don't care.
No, then get in front of the camera and smile and hold this.
Or
bitch's
maybe
hand.
he does care.
Drop
Maybe
her
that's
up.
the
No,
point.
Drop her
maybe
up and then be
he,
like, yeah. No,
because
that's
maybe it's just
speculating,
like
Roy.
he knows
I'm
what
not
it
buying
is.
what you're selling. That's the
Maybe
thing.
he knows what it is, and like he doesn't need to come out and say anything to anybody. Like his wife wants to talk about this shit just because she wants to expand the conversation, and she wants to right, that's all red table talk is, right? It's like talking about different experiences and expanding conversations that aren't being had. So she wants to do this. Will knows what it is. Like, I don't think he's been like blindsided and just like all this shit. I feel like at the end of the day, he's a grown-ass man. He's Will Smith. He don't gotta just follow and do whatever Jada says, even if he fucking is in love with her and loves her so much, which I'm sure is the case because that's his wife, separated or not.
Yeah,
So-
I'm just team not facade. I'm team no facade. I'm team real shit. I'm team. What
But
the
why
fuck is
can't
it?
the no facade being like, no, Lionel, Roy, Tori, and Naomi, I don't need y'all to even know what the fuck my side is. So like keep guessing.
Well, it's because
keep
it's one thing to
speculating.
say that, but it's another thing to like because it gives like if it was just up to Will, we would think, oh, they're perfectly fucking fine. Like he just slapped a nigga for her, like they're great. Clearly, they raised beautiful kids, like they've gotten past. That's what it would just give. They would never know anything. But thankfully, there's a real bitch in the situation. That's like, wait,
But that's how it is for everybody else,
this.
though.
Huh?
That's literally the story for everybody else. There is this facade that's going around on marriage. And I think that's what Jada is just like, no. This shit is not as easy, as simple, and as beautiful as.
Which is why I respect Jada in the situation. I have nothing like to that.
But I don't think that has to come at like a hit to Will's manhood that he's like not leading or not
it just
in
gives
control.
me that's not saying that. It's saying the fact that
but that's what everybody kept saying was like,
well, because there's
Jada
facts.
is
The
the
facts
leader.
when there's entanglement, when she wanted to like, there's entanglement, whatever. She literally was like, okay, this is what we're about to do. We're gonna address it like this. Clearly,
But
was
you
on her
don't know
show.
that was her idea. What if that was
Well,
Will's
clearly it
idea?
was. I mean, well, I'm assuming, but I'm confidently assuming the fact that she was confident in saying, like, yeah, this is what the fuck it was. Let's take it to the world. I have no problem talking about this on my show. You can come on. I have no problem talking about in my book the fact that we have been separated. So it just gives. I really don't really give a fuck about like what people may assume or think. Whereas he has had the chance. He knew that she was fucking August Alsina. Never mentioned a word. Never. He knew that they were separated since 26. Wrote a book. Never mentioned a word. So like, there's one that seems to be a little bit more vulnerable and real. So that's why I say at that point the ball is in your court because you're being real. The other person has the ball in other people's court because he's concerned with somebody potentially would think. So that's all I take from it is he's that kind of a person where she's this kind of a person. That's what I take.
Or what if Will is the one who's also being vulnerable in putting aside his manhood and letting his wife lead the story?
Well, then
And
that
let
would
her
be
do the
Even being
narrative.
able to talk about
Because
this.
we know he's the man in the situation. He all in media, he's always going to be top. Like he could easily crush Jada, but that's not what he's doing because he loves her.
yeah.
So he giving her the power to narrate the story. He don't care. He know what it is. He a real nigga. He's saying his shit every day. Like he been new, you know. Like, so what does it matter to him what everybody else think? Because promise you wouldn't care what everybody else thought about you and Tamara if some shit was happening. People
but I'm also adamant about saying like, hey, there's times where I'm feeling guarded. There's times where I feel like I might want to be alone or just like separate from like I don't want to think about a relationship. How about that? Like, but I'm adamant about like where the fuck I'm at. I'm not gonna be like saying like, no, you guys, we just had the best fucking or no, like I'm not gonna be like in the fucking face of people smiling as if. Whenever that's not the case, like if when that's the case, then that's the case. But when it's not the case, it's not the case. I'm like, this is what the fuck it is today. Like, and then like seriously, in the name of just like that's who I am. But I recognize that that's kind of like I relate to Jada in that way, which is why I feel like that's real shit because otherwise we'd be thinking the complete opposite. I know I would totally be thinking, oh, what a beautiful, great, happy couple. And then turns out they're fucking separated. Like it's crazy.
No, and I remember when people like got mad when they were like bad marriage forever, like they like jacked the little bad boys thing, and I thought that was just like so. I thought that shit was so real, cause I'm like y'all niggas like no, y'all be going through the worst shit. Some people be going through the worst shit, and it's like. For the sake of just still being together, right? So like be honest that this shit may not be a good typical like fake ass marriage they tell you to aspire to, and that's why people end up getting divorced because like they've been painting this fake picture of like marriage is just like this happy-go-lucky thing and it's just so beautiful and y'all could just sustain 40-50 years together. Like
I'm trying to pull up a clip. Because there's a clip in which Naomi is talking about. This is real. I'm sticking with facts tonight. There's a clip in which Naomi is talking to the big homie Eyes Low, and they're talking about Larsa Pippen and her situation. This is when she was with the other basketball player, and he was out there. He was holding hands with Larsa Pippen, and he was married to somebody else, right? And Naomi's whole thing was, "I'm your wife. You're embarrassing me," right?
Mm-hmm.
Now look, why can't we use that? Why can't this be Will doesn't want to embarrass his wife? That's why he's not bringing it out.
I said he's letting her take control. Yeah. Like
he doesn't want to.
He could. And
so do you feel? And I think that is the thing that kind of touched men is that like y'all feel like Will was embarrassed. Like
I didn't say that. No. I'm not saying that shit. I'm using what you was talking about with somebody.
No, and I feel that.
I'm just saying, can Will be like, because look, a part of what's the song? Who's singing? Donnell Jones. But when you love someone, you just don't treat them bad, right? When you love somebody, I don't want to just fuck. I care about you. Yeah, I fucked up, so I don't want to just put it out there. Yeah, man, I was running train with her. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I don't want to. That's embarrassing. I don't want to put that out there. We're gonna keep that, back here. But you gonna put it out, and okay, what I'm supposed to do? She put it out there. All right, I gotta ride this. It becomes weird. Because I'm not gonna let Will off the hook. Will is complicit in the bullshit, right? Because he's going along with the fuckery. What I'm just simply saying is, again, at the bottom of the ticker, is Jada a horrible human? At what point? Because y'all talking about love a minute ago, right? Different types of love. You fall in and out. How about love of convenience, right? It seems like they may be at the stage of convenience now. They just been together so long.
That shit not convenient.
I mean, they've been together. Why is it not convenient? It's great. We don't even call her Jada Pinkett no more. Her name from this day, from forever, her name is Jada Pinkett Smith. You say the whole thing like a Tribe Called Quest.
That's what happens with marriage.
No, it's not what happens. We get that shit back. Women love to keep it. Go ask Kamora Lee Simmons. Yeah, don't look around. Yeah, women want to keep the name.
And I mean, I
fuck out of here. Give me my shit back.
If you're ending a
What do you
marriage,
mean you
but look at those differences. Jada's still married. That's why it's still her name. She is Jada Pinkett Smith.
Nah, while we separated, I need to separate my name.
No, and like,
I'm not giving you back shit, nigga. You ain't even getting back the ring, nigga. So why the fuck you worry about this damn name? You didn't even pay for the name.
While we separated, we need to separate my goddamn name. Bam. Let's separate that.
That's crazy. And I'm changing my whole last name. It ain't even finna be.
Well, you already got a last name. Your last name is Pinkett. We know
I'm dropping my last name and I'm taking my husband's last name.
Well, she didn't drop. See, that was the first mistake.
That's what I'm saying.
Dropped her name. She just added your shit to it. Some extra shit. You see how wild that is? She just added your shit to it. She ain't even hyphenated. She ain't get no reason why. Just fuck it. I'm just gonna add this to it. Look. They know you smoking that good tonight. You did?
You gotta get your own. I just read up, period.
Hilarious. Okay. Play the audio. We're gonna get to some sexy red here in a minute because she's my favorite.
I'm like, Lord, and I did not know why. I don't even know why she's like in my reality. I don't know.
She's just
how I manifested this.
She's full of shit. She's horrible for the culture and the youth, but she's funny to me. So we're gonna rock with it. Let's go, Tori.
What I'm playing?
Jada with her. Pay attention to Jada's eyes. The eyes never lie. And this shit here is the vibe. And what happened to the alopecia? What happened to that?
Nigga, they hair grow back. They just lose it.
No, but she made no. We had never before. All of a sudden, it came up after the Chris Rock joke. And we're going to also get to the fact that Chris Rock, at some point, was it during the separation? He called her to try to go on a date. This whole shit is wild. But let's go. Here we go.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that surprised me the most, that I actually had to reread it because I said, is this true?
Right.
Was that in 2016, you and Will decided that you were going to live completely separate lives.
Yes.
It was not a divorce on paper,
right,
but it was a divorce. So from the year 2016, which is 7 years ago now,
yes,
y'all have been apart.
Yeah.
There are so many surprising things in the book, but the thing that's
look how she looks. She just looks. I don't. Look at her eyes. She barely blinking.
I don't know. She looked good to me.
What's the old girl's name?
I forgot that she said.
What's the host name? Is her name Hoda? What's her name?
No,
I ain't never seen her before.
I think her name is Hoda. She looks like shit. Damn, Hoda. Anyway, yeah, I got to say it.
I tried to figure out her name just to get.
I think her name is Hoda. I'm almost positive her name is Hoda. Yeah.
Nigga, I am not watching no.
I don't know. Let me bring that back. I don't know. Hoda might be. I don't know how old Hoda is. Shit. She might be look good for her age. I don't know. Shit. Yeah, she did the sound effects with that shit. Shout out to T. Ross. Yeah, she did the sound effects. Jada Bird. There you go. What happened to that boy? Bird action. I tell you. The brothers is in the chat tonight. They letting you know it's Bird action.
No, and I feel like Jada just triggers something in men. Like it's so interesting to see. Like it's so, and I think it's just like I guess that men don't ever want to think about like the woman they love fucking another man. Like they don't want to think about their wife fucking another man. They don't want to like even think like this shit gets this grimy. Like I think it just really triggers. And it's like boom, welcome to everyday womanhood already.
Or maybe Naomi, it's just some bullshit, right? How about that? It's maybe just some bullshit. And dudes
but it's not even your bitch though. So it's not your bitch.
She's apparently everybody's bitch. She's for the streets, Naomi. What are you talking about?
Oh my God. See, look how far you're going.
Is she not for the streets?
She doesn't have to be for the streets because she was doing what was allowed in her relationship.
So her relationship allowed her to be for the streets. What are you talking about? I'm not speaking out of turn here.
Oh, I got something else. There we go.
Oh, we got something else. Look at her. Here we go. He was standing by. Stand by.
Stand beside her.
You don't got me full.
Question
My
is,
intuition does not trust him.
I feel like you're a straight talker,
I am.
except you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
Hold on,
I
pause,
think
pause,
Oh, that's a
pause,
good
Tori.
question.
Pause. Hold on, no, fuck that. Stop. First of all, that whole little interaction was bullshit. I feel like you a straight talker. I am, except you're not sometimes. What? What was that? What is that?
Well, because she has somebody else to consider in this situation, which I relate to. I totally understand that.
That means you're not a straight talker. Hold on, okay.
No,
go ahead.
that's just considerate. Because when I
That's
speak,
crazy.
when I speak and relate as relates to a relationship, it's not just as pertains to me. And then my partner is not as expressive as me. So like there's been times on the show where she's like, "What the fuck would you say that?" I'm like, "Well, I mean, it's true." And but at the end of the day, she's like, "Okay, don't say that next time." And so that you have to be considerate. Otherwise, you really are just stepping on somebody
But
else's
she's not
toes.
saying that though, Lionel. The
Well,
question
play the
was,
clip.
okay, let's let it play. You're right. Let's let it play.
just not being ready yet. Still
Hold on,
trying
bring
to
it back. I
figure
fucked
out
it up.
between
Bring it back. I messed it up. I'm sorry. I apologize, No Strings family. Let's go.
still trying to figure out
Torian's
between
messing up
I
right now.
think just
Torian's still
not
messing up.
being
Bring it all the way
ready.
back. Torian started from the beginning.
Not the beginning. I don't know what the beginning is.
Except
go.
you're not sometimes.
Yeah.
There you go.
So why do that? Like, what was the reason?
I think just not being ready yet. Still trying to figure out between the two of us
Yeah.
how to be in partnership, right? And in regards to how do we present that to people,
Okay.
you know?
No, I don't.
And we hadn't figured that out.
Jada
Clearly.
also shed some light on what
Pause
led
that.
them
I
to
don't want to hear that. Okay.
See, but
No,
you
no,
know
no.
what?
Hold on. Does that make
I
any
was there.
Does
I
that
was
make
there
any
at a
sense to
point.
y'all? Y'all
No,
saying
I
that
was-
makes
Yes, that
sense?
does make sense to me.
I was literally there at a point, like when I had to leave like my long-term relationship, and like we've been like in this relationship for years, like all our friends together, like our family know each other, like we already had a family together, like having to be like, yeah, no, this shit is still over. Like I think my friends are kind of just now being like, stop expecting me to like still end up with this person, like still just like being done having hope for that shit. So I feel like, and of course for them, it's on an even bigger scale, right? Like they're even bigger in the public. It's not even just like, you know,
So that shit is-
when you
it's the
build up a
facade.
relationship and it's like, oh yeah, that's Will and Jada. That's Will and Jada. That's them. Like when it becomes like you're like an entity to people, like it's not just you or people who have known just like you separately. It's like they've only known y'all two. So I think that can be understood. Like, damn. And then I think that's also what can make it so much real. So
Y'all-
like even realer. Like okay. Not everybody know this shit.
Y'all got me on some wino shit tonight. I'm out here drinking a little ass thing of Crown on some wino shit. This is crazy what y'all are talking tonight. Y'all have had some crazy nights. This might top the charts tonight. This is crazy.
And I think this definitely not topping my charts of crazy shit I just said.
No, this is craziness right now.
Right.
That woman sat up there and said, "Hey, you're outspoken." I am, but sometimes you're not. Yeah. She said, "Why is that?"
No.
She said, "Why is that?" Oh, because I'm not ready. So hold on. So she can use the whole "I'm outspoken, but I'm not because I'm not ready." So if other people are not ready, they're not out. That's weird. That's not.
Now,
that's not
at
being
the end of
outspoken.
the day, like we're on this podcast, there probably be people who wish we would elaborate or say some other shit, but it's like
Well, they should throw a
that's
super
all I'm
chat.
saying about that shit. Like, and there's
nigga put
also
the super
nothing
chat.
like what are you gonna do but wonder? What are you gonna do but wonder? I said what I said.
Thank you.
Now I'm not expounding, and that's life.
That's live.
Check
Don't worry
that.
about it. There you go.
So, I don't know. I just, I'm just coming for Jada's aid because I just feel like there's like a harshness. Like there's a harshness that people be coming with Jada, like that niggas have had for her since like the August Alsina shit. Like after that, like.
Oh, you mean since she publicly humiliated her husband?
Okay,
Yeah.
so that boom, that's what it was. And that's what I was trying to say before. like men definitely took it as like she slighted Will, like that she embarrassed her,
did.
that she embarrassed her husband. No, but that was y'all's take. Like that's how y'all felt. You feel that he should be embarrassed, but that doesn't mean that he actually felt embarrassed by that shit. But maybe he could, but when there's such a mass of men being like, wow, and that's why I go back to like men don't want to think about like they wife getting fucked by another nigga. Like they don't want to be saying like, damn.
Well, Naomi, you don't want to think
This
about
shit
your
happened
guy
to
being
Will
fucked by
Smith.
some
If
other
this
girl.
shit's
Like,
happening to Will Smith, what the fuck?
like you don't want to think about the dude that you want to be with getting fucked by somebody else either, Naomi. Like, come on now.
Like no, that's normal shit. I'm already like, okay.
That's what I feel like fueled the slap at the Oscars. Was just like, okay, like I kind of got to do something.
No, and I feel like it was more public opinion, and maybe like he would probably be even more mad at Jada at that point, right? Like once he is, especially with being a Libra, like you said, like he cares about looks, like so I definitely get the aesthetic. And back to what I was saying, like Will and Jada,
hey,
like,
look,
trying to
hold
be
on,
in
let's
like
go to the chat. I want y'all to address the brothers in the chat because the chat is saying the same thing. 2 comments. We got one from T. Ross. Let's hold y'all reply first. T. Ross said, how can it be an entanglement if they were separated?
because they're still married.
Hold on. And then the second one from Courtney said, so she claiming they faked the entire entanglement drama because they would have been already separated, right?
There was never any y'all made the drama. It wasn't drama to them. Like she was just.
What do you mean it wasn't drama? Whoa, what do you mean it wasn't drama?
She said it was an entanglement. And she like
I love how you keep saying that word as if like that's like a get out of
that's
jail
what
free.
Courtney just said as well. And also,
I know.
also in the other.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But damn, I don't even remember what I was trying to say.
I apologize.
I got you. The entanglement was the motherfucking entanglement. That's what it was.
Yeah, and it was an entanglement because they're still married. Like, yeah, they were separated, but it probably was still like, okay, I kind of got a little deep with this nigga.
Yeah, T. Ross and Courtney tuned in late. If y'all tuned in late, shout out to everybody that's been rocking with us tonight, man. We having a great conversation tonight. Y'all tuned in late. Earlier, they said some insanity. They be in the panel said some insanity about how it was a separation, and so it was whatever goes. Except when I brought up Dwayne Wade's separation, it was all these rules that came in. Oh well, you shouldn't have a baby on somebody. We separated. Ain't no rules. But anyway, yeah.
That was nobody said that.
You just let this go over that slick bald head every time. She's saying like every separation comes with its own boundaries. Clearly, for Gabby, that wasn't a boundary because they are happily ever after. She was just saying specific to her. That's one of her boundaries. Like as in her.
I'm looking at the bottom of everybody's.
She's clearly with this guy.
I'm looking at the bottom of everybody's name.
Jada and Will's shit is their separation because they clearly are already like liberated and like liberal people. So who knows what that entails, right? But divorce isn't it. So that's where they are,
I'm looking at the bottom of everybody's name, and I only see truth teller under one person's name.
That's that way.
Listen. All I can do is tell the truth.
That's not objective, though.
No, it is. Matter of fact, that's a Will Smith quote. Tell the truth. Tell the truth, right? Shout out to Will Smith. Tell the goddamn truth. Right?
I feel like in his book, I just looked at some reviews of his book too, and like he's made it clear in his book that he's totally concerned with like fame, public opinion, like the accolades. Like that's totally his concern.
Okay, but so what I gotta say
about
that
like, off of reviews of the book, you need to read it.
But
can
I say this though?
Then don't try to bring that.
Right, because I read the book and it's nothing like that.
But
it's not the summary of it, but those are quotes from the book. They're quotes from the book in New York Times.
But what I wanted to explore is that, like, even if that's just somebody's opinion from reading the book, I don't think, like, I would say this. I wouldn't consider that necessarily a bad thing. I know some people would, right? But if I'm in a
you just give more insight to the person.
Yeah, like if I'm in a certain position, right, and my livelihood is based on a persona, right? Like that's my livelihood is based on that. Like Will Smith is Will Smith. Whenever he's out and about, he's fucking Will Smith, right? When the cameras hit him, he got to be Will Smith. That's just the facts, right? That's just what people expect to see. That's Hollywood. right? So him being concerned about his image, I can understand that. And look,
Yeah, for sure.
we've heard for years and years and years about the other side of this, alleged quote unquote, of women staying in relationships with men, specifically for their image, for their politicians, athletes, entertainers, staying with them for the public perception of, damn, you just smelled your hand, Naomi? Are you okay? What's going on right now? What just happened?
I was rolling some weed. Damn, can I smoke?
I didn't know what the hell just happened. She smelled her hand. It got weird for a second. I didn't know what that was about. All right.
You too worried about me. That's what.
Well, I'm looking at everybody. I'm trying to see if anybody else is a truth teller. I'm the only truth teller.
No, you a truth yeller.
Right.
Yellers be lying.
You a scenario maker. That's what you are. Nigga, I don't gotta have truth teller to my name because I'm a real
truth
nigga. Teller. Real niggas don't lie.
Truth teller. Okay, let's go to T Ross. T Ross in here heavy right now. He said, "You have kept this quiet for 7 years. If Will came out publicly and said he was seeing someone else, no, she would have came out blasting like, yeah, Will ain't shit. That's what she would have did.
Speculation, Your Honor.
Right.
He's speculating. This whole thing is he gave a speculation question.
Okay,
Roy, you said he wasn't assuming. Roy, you said facts.
You know he can't help it.
You did.
He can't help it. He cannot help it.
Hold on. I'm talking about as a panel. We can't hold our audience to that. I'm talking about as a panel. We're dealing with that.
Okay, well, that's why I'm throwing out his comment. Speculation.
Speculation.
Overruled. I don't know them shit.
Honestly, I think they might. I think once you start giving people more information, it's like you either got something coming out, which is maybe her book, or maybe she is in a relationship, so she just easing niggas into like, hey, when y'all see me with this other man, I don't want to hear nothing.
See, that's
or Will might be the one finna.
But you know, the truth is liberating. You know, truth is liberating. When you can speak to a thing, you can heal, you can release. So I can only imagine how stressful and tough it is to like actually be having a certain existence, but then have to like come off a certain way just in the name of public perception. I could never exist that way because that's stressful.
Yeah, but they're actors though, Lionel. That's what they do.
Well, I mean, to a certain extent, I feel like, in my opinion, right, I think it's been this way based on, like she said, like us as partners coming together to recognize how we present this. Because I feel like he was probably the holdup, because I think clearly she's ready to talk about this shit. She's ready to entangle. She's ready to talk about it. She's ready to write about it in the book. He didn't mention none of this shit.
But maybe she's not ready to get like divorce. Like obviously divorce is not on the table, because it kind of makes me think about like, I don't know if y'all been seeing like what they were saying about Tia Mowry. Absolutely. Or like what her comments were of saying like, you know, of the like kind of struggles or things she's been having to deal with now that she's dating, because her and her husband have gotten.
I called cap on that, by the way, but go ahead.
Boy, yeah, so she was just basically saying she was having troubles, and so people were having a field day with that. They were like, "Oh, she didn't left this nigga, and now she can't find a man, and now she unhappy. She should have stayed where she was at. She should have never fucked it up." All this stuff, and it's like,
well, can I answer that for you, Naomi? Because you know why people are saying that? I'm probably niggas in the chat. I might be niggas. When they say niggas were saying this, I'm niggas.
No, you definitely were.
Tell you why, right?
No argument there.
We talked about how like this nigga was. It was how, man, when I was with him, it was like this, and he did that, and he did this, and now I'm dating. No, ain't nobody doing none of that. Don't come talking to us about that. About like you had a nigga that was doing the shit you wanted, and you didn't want to be with him no more. Fuck out of here. I don't want to hear that shit. Like,
no, but it's not that you didn't want to be with him no more. Obviously, you just couldn't be with him no more.
She chose that.
That'd be the hard part. Yeah.
Yeah, but see,
people because then I feel like men, they'll be in some shit that they realize like ain't really it, and they'll be like, fuck it, I'm here now. Like, I'll just stay in this hell forever. Like, shit, I'm already locked in. You know, I'll just fuck a bitch on the side every now and then.
No,
keep me solid. And so sometimes women, you know, we only do that but for so long, truly.
What I'm telling y'all is you can't, first let's back up.
Part
So, and
ways.
then
How did
given
the
that,
relationship fracture?
What the hell was that? But no, what I was
Why
gonna
it
say though,
fractured,
is, what the hell
that's
was that?
a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think
Oh, hold on,
by
goddamn,
the
man.
time
Hold on. What I was gonna say though is first of all, bringing your relationship to the public. I always tell everybody, reality TV is undefeated. Every married couple that's gotten a reality TV, that shit's ended horribly. The only time it doesn't end is if your shit is already on some type of like freaky weird shit. So that's where you get your Candy. She already into some whole other shit, so she good. Who else relationship is still intact? That's pretty much it. Anybody else? Candy's
I wouldn't
relationship.
even know.
Candy's Torian, no, goddamn it. That's why he
No,
quiet.
I'm like, I don't watch Real Housewives.
Candy's relationship is the only reality TV relationship still intact, and that's because they into some weird, but they into some open sex shit. They openly out here like we fucking, we getting it in.
It ain't weird. That's weird.
I know. I apologize. I shouldn't have said weird.
Right.
But I'm saying though that like everybody else, you get on reality TV and you expose or just exposing your relationship right to the public, it does not end well. It doesn't.
Yeah.
It hasn't ended well for nobody yet on TV. Nobody.
Yeah, of course. And that is why some people decide to be private about that shit. Cause yeah, like when you're in the public and like you're having all these people have like such large
Everybody got an opinion now.
what it's always hard to keep like, okay, what's real, what's true? Like you're being influenced by so much energy.
I think it ended well for
So
Jay-Z
much
and Beyonce.
energy can get put on your relationship, which is kind of like why it's good to be quiet, like to be private with your relationship, like anybody, like everybody, because like, you know,
it's people who get on reality
people
TV.
can intentionally and unintentionally like be putting bad juju on your shit, like
That's
for multitudes of reasons. And so when that's just multiple people like compounded when it gets to like these celebrities, I could just imagine.
And that's what I'm saying, because like it's people that get on reality TV that have been married for 15, 20 years. They get on one season of reality TV and get a damn divorce. Like, yeah, nigga, yeah, we just grew apart. Really, nigga? Y'all been together 20 years. What happened? Like shit get real
But
strange.
that's what it is. Like shit, you do go after 20 years, you know, you gotta grow apart. I mean, grow
You
together
don't have
or
to
grow
grow
apart.
apart.
You gotta
You
grow
don't
together
know.
or grow apart. Like,
But
because at
that's
the
fine.
end of the day, like we're not or stagnate together or just stagnate, stay in the same places together, you know, but in over time, like shit is just gonna change for you. Like you're gonna keep on experiencing life the way that life goes.
but like, are y'all not experiencing life together though?
Yes, but of course we're two different people, so we have two different perspectives. We have our own like way that we
See, you can't talk,
experiencing.
but see, you was talking the Bible the first 30 minutes of the show, and now you're not, because the Bible said the Bible said now those two flesh have become one. Ain't no you and I'm me. No, that's not what the Bible say. The Bible say we one. Now, if we want to throw it out of the conversation, I'm fine with that.
No,
But the
facts. But
Bible
are you
says
really
that we one.
connected? Are you really connected to who you are and who you're supposed to be being? Like
That's a deep question right there. You just asked.
I can't have half of me fucking not holding up their side of the fucking way.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we're trying to go this way. We're trying to go this way. We're trying to move and we're trying to, but sometimes they're like, no, I want to go this way. And
Well,
so
that's reality. That's the reality of being in a relationship, because it's two. That's why I was having the thing with. Yeah, that's just the reality. It's two people. That's why I always describe it as a dance. And sometimes, bitch, you at the club on the dance floor waiting all night and the person doesn't even show up, let alone the times when like y'all supposed to be waltzing to the left and they're going
That's a
right.
personal situation, Lionel.
No, I'm just saying that's the reality. Relationship. I've been in a relationship for 9 years. Okay, so I know how this shit goes. And at the end of the day, there are a billion fucking ways that this shit can be uncomfortable or that it can be indifferent. The thing is, you do have to sometimes stop, because it's like a dance. Sometimes you got to just cut the fucking music and say, wait, are we waltzing or are we salsa tonight? You know, we have to make sure that we're on the same page. It's not always fucking salsa left, right? Like, you don't always just understand and get this shit together and like be on the same page. That's unheard of. I never heard of no shit like that. Like, you absolutely have to cut the track. Sometimes go get off the dance floor and have a seat and actually say, look, Whenever I put this foot forward, then you're supposed to dip. Whenever I spin you, you gotta rock. Whenever I'm rocking, bitch, we drop. Like, you really gotta be on the same page. Otherwise, you're stepping on each other's toes all night, and nobody's gonna stick around and have their toes step on. You know, eventually be like, okay, look, my shit's bruised now. Like, look, my shit's bleeding. Excuse me, I'm about to go to the doctor. Like, so that's the thing. Sometimes you really do gotta get this shit together, which looks different for each relationship. In the instance that it looks like a separation, like, I'm never mad at that, and I actually have respect because they aren't divorced, and like there is still hope there. Like, they could totally still say, you know what, like, this world is not hitting for shit without you. Like, I miss you, and like end up back together and like happily ever after. But I respect where they are now. Like, I respect where they are right now.
In that same interview, you know what she said in that same interview we just watched? That she thought the shit with Will and Chris Rock was a skit. That's what she said, not my speculation. We dealing with facts, ladies and gentlemen, tonight.
And you don't believe that?
And I agree with it. I'm like, same.
That's what she
I mean,
said.
we all thought it was. So she probably was like, this probably.
I'm like, wait, it wasn't?
No,
this is what I'm saying. No. Everybody was like, oh, that's because, like, I'm saying, because people was like, oh, yeah, he should have slapped her because that's fucked up to say. She thought it was a damn skit. She's like, oh, it's a skit. We good because Will would never do this and da 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 da. I'm calling cap on it, but I'm willing to take her at face value.
Because, like, look how I remember when that shit happened, y'all like she should have like tried to grab him or something like. But like,
you were on the show back then, Torian.
She was. Yes, I was.
Was you?
Nigga, that shit was
How
like,
long you been on the show, Torian? We gotta look at your contract. Okay, go ahead.
Like, how long you think I've been here for 5 months? Nigga?
We signed this nigga to a 3-year deal, right? Let's relook at this nigga contract. Shit. Okay, go ahead, Torian.
But yeah, like, I mean,
his numbers.
she just thought it was a. You could tell, like, she thought it was a skit. Like, she was just sitting there, like, oh, and she said, like, when she noticed it was real, was, like, when he was walking back, and she like, oh shit, this nigga was serious. But I do want to know why he. I mean, it could have been other things that we don't even know about. It could have been some drugs. You know, it could have been.
Hold on, whoa. So now Will Smith on drugs? Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy.
That is why. Well, I'm just saying, like, you just never know why nigga really stood up. Like, that's me giving him the benefit of the doubt. Like,
you see how far y'all are going to defend this
I ain't
woman.
saying he a drug addict. That's not what I like. Maybe
now Will Smith on the pipe. This is crazy.
I ain't say the pipe.
And to answer T. Ross, I feel like Will Smith and Kim Kardashian would be good together. Like, they're
I will beat you up, Lionel. He better not ever pop out with
they
Kim
can make that shit look good.
T. Ross said,
like,
would y'all have been mad if Will popped out with Kim K?
Absolutely.
Yes, the answer is
Absolutely.
yes.
I wouldn't.
Why?
Because I don't even like that interracial shit already.
Well,
so
clearly
that's
he likes
one.
white bitches. He was getting in with the Margot girl, and plus
That's allegedly.
they'll be good. They're both Libras, and they both care about the facade.
I'm like, no, Libras are the craziest thing to go together. Okay, we don't need two ain't shit niggas, and that's why it's like I know. Like, just
hold on,
because
I'm Libra
Will
gang.
Smith's
Hold
a
on,
Libra,
time out. What the hell?
I am Libra gang. I'm
Lauderdale,
Libra gang too, and that's already how I know. I know how I can do some dirt. Okay, and I know that Will could be on the same shit.
And clearly Kim too.
But I don't know. All right, let's play this video you got. What you got queued up, Torian? Hold on.
Oh,
Torian
that was
got
still
something.
The video before.
Huh?
That's still the video from before.
Oh, we already watched this?
Yeah, but we didn't finish it because you cut it off. But I forgot where we cut it off at.
He said cut this shit off. That's enough.
You figure-year-old also tells people in a profile published on October 11th.
Oh, no, that wasn't it. My bad.
Oh, she just talking. There she go.
Yeah.
Let's play that.
But you still live separately.
We live separately.
After mentioning that the two are working through their issues, Jada indicates that they are still navigating their relationship. The 52-year-old also tells people in a profile published on October 11th, quote, "We're still figuring it out. We've been doing some really heavy-duty work together. We just got deep love for each other, and we are going to figure out what that looks like for us."
Okay, please stop.
Jada and Will.
Okay, she just talking. That's just that's a nothing burger. None of that means anything.
It was one part. Damn, I wish I. Oh, it's right here when she.
Okay,
asked-
let's play this part because that shit. Okay, where's she in the projects? Where the hell is she at?
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh wait. Okay.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Oh, well, why it fractured? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I think by the time we got to 2016, we were just exhausted with trying. I think we were both kind of still stuck in our fantasy of what we thought the other person should be.
And while Jada admits
There you go. There we go. Now she finally said some real shit because I believe that love, in most cases, is a fantasy of what you believe, of what you want your other partner to be. I do agree with that. Now she's full of shit and she took her glasses off. I love how she dramatically took her glasses. Play it one more time, Torn. Watch how she dramatically took her glasses off. It was so damn dramatic. Like this was like really scripted.
Why did the relationship fracture?
Watch glasses
Oh,
off.
why it fractured? That's a lot of things.
Yeah.
And I
Crazy.
think
She's full
by the
of
time we
shit.
got to 20,
I'm cutting her off. Fuck out of here. She just, hey, why'd your relationship fracture? Well, let me take off these L&Ls. Right? Let me, as I take my glasses off dramatically outside, like,
But no, I love to do that for dramatic effect too.
yeah, she took them shits off all dramatic.
When I'm
Well,
about to say some shit, I'm like, no, like you need to see my eyes for this. I'm serious.
This shit
Right, that's what she said. Well, actually,
This
Yeah,
shit
it was many
this shit is
things.
bonkers. This shit is bonkers what she's saying. What she's talking about is wild. Then she went on and said a nothing burger. Well, we're trying to work through all these problems. We don't know what that looks like for us. We're just trying to see what it looks like for us. Damn, you know, at some point, maybe you should just give up on this shit. Maybe it looks like y'all get a divorce. Maybe it looks like that. See, that's the problem. What happens when you take shit off the table going into it and you say, hey, we never gonna do this. We ain't gonna, that's not an option for us. Maybe you got to come back and say, you know what? We had a 25-year run. And now, shit, they playing a slow song. The DJ is wrapping up his chords. They done turned the lights on in the club. Everybody know what that means. You ain't got to go home. You got to get the fuck up out of here, though.
okay.
You did? You ain't got to go to the crib, Will. But this shit ain't working. Okay, let's go, Messiah. Messiah back in here. Messiah rocking with us heavy tonight. He said,
That's a
business,
dope name, by the way.
yeah, business, Messiah. Business and love don't mix. Because if one or the other gets messy, then it's a time limit on them both. Facts. And they do have a business relationship. Let's not get it twisted. Let me say this. I don't give a hell what y'all finna say. This is where we go hard on her right now. Will Smith saved that goddamn woman's life. She was irrelevant. She's been irrelevant for the last 20 years. That Hawthorne shit flopped. Fuck out of here. Nobody wants to see
I thought it was popping for a little bit.
Hell no. That shit had a half a season. That shit flopped.
Man, I was mad when they didn't renew.
No, you weren't. That shit
No,
was
because that shit was good.
that shit had 5
And
episodes.
I say that as a grace.
There was
fan.
racist shit going on, I'm sure.
Shit had 5 episodes. And look, that's the only thing she's had since when? Since when? Let's go. Y'all tell me what
Girls
was the
trip.
one?
She had girls trip.
You're gonna
No,
count
but it
Girl
It
Trip.
matter.
You're gonna
She
count
was a
Girl Trip as a
housewife.
Jada Pinkett movie. Okay, go ahead. That's fine.
Girls Trip was a good movie. Like that was.
I didn't say it was good. I said, are you gonna count that as a Jada Pinkett? Like, oh, that's a big role for her. Girls Trip, really?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah,
So far, her 2 biggest movies is with cast of like 19 people. Set It Off and Girls Trip. It's like
She had Jason Lyrics. That's my movie. They was fucking
okay.
in the.
I like Jason Lyrics.
Right.
You do understand that was 30 years ago, Torian, that movie.
Once she in Scream.
Hilarious, nigga.
She was in the
She was
Matrix.
also in the
She
Matrix.
was in the
movies.
Matrix. Don't be down her
She was
road
in the Matrix 3, wasn't she?
She was in all 3. She was in all of them.
Yeah, even
In the first, I don't remember her in the first one.
Well, maybe not in the first one because they
Okay,
didn't go
so you
down
just
to
made
the
that up then. See how you made that up? She
I
was
guess
all
not in the
three. Maybe
first
not
one
first
because he didn't go. No,
She was in part 3.
I think she was in the first one
in the
because
last one.
he did wake up in the first one and go back to where the real shit was.
No, she was in 2, 3, 4.
There you go. So she was in 3, but not the first one. But
Yeah.
y'all are acting like these are starring roles. These are bit parts she's playing. You know who else is in that movie?
Oh, and Woo. She was in Woo. Woo was her movie.
Nigga, stop. You know who else is in the Matrix? The boxer Roy Jones Jr. was in the Matrix. So there you go. Roy Jones is in the Matrix too. So fuck out of here. Y'all gotta stop, man. Listen.
And the women. I like that movie.
What movie?
The Women. That's 2008. That's a good movie.
Torin, if you don't stop, what I'm telling y'all
Yeah.
is Will Smith saved that woman's career. He saved her by attaching his last name to her and making her a Pinkett Smith. You understand me?
You that the career was dead. So how did that save it?
Well, it didn't save it. You know what it did?
That
It got
shit's
her those little.
impossible, I
No,
forgot.
She was a housewife.
No, it got her those bit parts. Being a Smith, they was like, you know what? Let's get Will's wife to come on and jump on Grill Strip. Fuck it, we ain't got nobody else. Get Will's wife.
No,
You know?
sir.
Right.
No, and like, why are you
Get
even
Will's
saying
wife.
this?
Roy. That's just
Why are you even saying this?
That's just
That's what happened. Y'all are wild.
No,
right
but
now.
like, no, but I'm saying, like, what's the
She ain't got
point?
no big
Like,
stone
even
roll.
if that did happen, so
I'm not.
what's the point?
I'm with you, Naomi. I agree with you. I'm just telling you why it happened was because she was attached to one of the biggest box office draws ever. That's what I'm telling you. And I'm appreciating that. She should have ate off that plate. Shout out for everybody joining No Strings tonight, man. Hit that thumbs up button. We asking the question, is Jada Pinkett Smith? I'm going to call her Jada Pinkett. I'm taking the Smith name back for you.
That's crazy.
And they still gonna know
Jada
exactly who
Pinkett
you're
better
talking
I'm
than
taking the
about.
name back.
I like
They're
it
still
better.
gonna
Taking
know
that name
exactly
back.
who you're talking about.
They all going to, well, that's her fault. If they don't know who I'm talking about, that's her
I
fault.
said they are going to know.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, shit, they should. I hope they would know. Shit, they got to go back to a 30-year-old movie made in Houston. Shout out
Why
to
are
Phil
you
Ford.
hating so hard? Do you
I'm
know
not hating.
Jada?
That's just the reality of
Were
her
you
acting
one
career.
of Jada's side niggas and she stayed with Will?
What's
still?
crazy is y'all didn't even name my favorite Jada movie. My favorite Jada movie is when she played Keenan Ivory Wayans' sidekick in Low Down Dirty Shame. That's my favorite movie. Shout out to Wayman. Wayman passed away, but shout out to Wayman. Low Down Dirty Shame is my shit. I love her in that movie. She had the little all red leather suit on, little leather bodysuit on. She was a little skin. She looked like Coy Leray in that movie. Shout out to Coy Leray. We got love for you still, Coy. Let's go to Cherry. What do you say? Hold on. Why stay entangled in a gay Airbnb? Hold on, allegedly.
No, but what does that even mean?
I don't know what that means.
Hey, a lot of people were saying that though. They're like, hey, you know, we don't
See,
know.
but maybe because you're not supposed to get divorced, like the Bible say. Like that's why. Like maybe this is just the worst.
You know
part.
what else the Bible say you shouldn't do?
Better for worse.
Entanglement. Just have a goddamn entanglement, Naomi.
No, it don't.
You can. I mean, clearly they can do what they want to do.
Hey, there you go.
The
Hey,
fact that
shout out
she's
to T-Rock.
52, she's my
T-Rock.
dad's age and my mom's age. They can clearly.
No, I feel like men are always defending all the cheaters. That's what I'm saying. Like, so it's just so interesting that Jada gets like so under your skin because
Well,
we see the
besides,
reverse.
Thompson
We
doesn't
see
take care
the
of his
reverse
kids,
all the
allegedly.
time. We see the reverse all the time. And y'all be acting like women are just like so out of pocket for being like, damn, this a trash nigga.
I respect Jada Pinkett.
Thank you.
I respect a gangster. Don't get it twisted. I respect a gangster. Listen, any woman that can be married to a one nigga, right? That literally won the first rap Grammy, but she openly talks about her friendship relationship with another rapper is crazy. That's crazy. She acting like Will Smith don't rap.
There's levels, okay.
Right.
Naomi, he won the first ever rap.
And there's
He
levels.
broke the goddamn door down for rap. He broke the motherfucker
Okay,
down.
but like
The
look
Grammys
at
are
the
the
door you're
scammies, and we
talking
know that
about
he's an
breaking
industry
down.
house nigga. So they
Stop,
clearly
man.
like,
He
yes, we'd
broke
love
the
to give
door
it to you
down.
before we give it to an actual rapper that actually deserves
He
it.
was a rapper.
Far now, Lionel. Too far.
No.
Of course, he would be the first fucking rapper to win it because it's Will Smith. There's
No,
real
because
women.
his
He
song
wasn't
was
even Will
dominating the
Smith
whole
yet.
world, and it's still
Bye.
dominating the whole world. Like the
Bye.
song, it's
You
like
He
later.
wasn't
Bye.
Will
Bye.
Smith
Bye.
yet, though, Lionel.
Bye.
He was the Fresh Prince. He wasn't even Will Smith yet. He was fresh. It was DJ Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. He wasn't even Will Smith yet.
He probably already made his sacrifices and did all
Hilarious.
crazy.
Hilarious. Here, Lionel go with the Illuminati
You know, they
talk
be having
now.
their chosen ones.
No, and then at the end of the day, like we're only still seeing what they want us to
Hey,
see.
yes, we are. We are all a little horrible. I ain't gonna lie, we all.
I've
But
shed
the
my
question
humanity
is
all
Jada.
my
So
life.
do you agree with me? Do you agree with me that Jada's horrible? Because I agree. I think she is. But go ahead.
No,
They
I
don't.
think
I
there's
do.
no I think
And
there's
I'm the
no
truth teller.
evidence. I think there's no evidence to attest to Jada being a horrible human.
I was saying I respect the vulnerability. I respect because, like I said, we would think like, "Oh wow, what an amazing couple, what an amazing marriage," if like it wasn't for her. And then all this time, people have been saying, "Why is she so like not interested in the marriage?" Turns out they're not connected right now. Like, thankfully, she put the missing puzzle piece into the puzzle. So now we can like the Tupac. I can read the Tupac letters with peace now. Now we can like it helps. Versus me thinking, hold on, like wait, we don't have to have that look no more because now we know. Since it's been 7 years, like absolutely reminisce, think about Pac, especially now. I know the memories are coming up with KPD. Like, yeah, go ahead, think about it and indulge.
So let me ask y'all this: should they put divorce back on the table in their relationship? What do y'all say?
No.
Okay. So you say just wallow in this bullshit, Naomi. Okay.
That's what everybody else be doing.
There you go. What say you, Torian? Should they put divorce back on the table and say, hey, let's say this is an option again?
Absolutely. If they care what the people think about, and they don't care, so no.
But clearly one of them does care.
Torian a double talking motherfucker. I hate Torian.
Hilarious.
I hate Torian.
I'll take you in a circle, but no.
What say you, Lionel? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Finish up, Torian. My fault. I'm
No,
sorry.
I don't think they should unless like
They
they
want
are
to.
seriously about to get with somebody else. Like that's the only, and that's why I think they going down. 'Cause I think maybe she like, damn, I found this nigga like, well, I'm ready to go. I'm sorry, and he probably like, well, damn, all right.
No, what do you do when
Hold
you
on.
find what do you do when you find the love of your life and you already married?
Do y'all know how wild this sounds? What y'all are saying right now?
Yes.
So they're separate. Hold on.
My name is I Runs Wild, nigga. I Wild.
You know what?
Look,
You know
and
what?
y'all know my
You
social
know
media
what?
name is Nays Insanity.
True.
Okay,
You know
so
what? It is I Runs Wild. He's on brand tonight. But I'm saying that
It's crazy to be the only one with sensibility here.
hilarious, Lionel. Okay, what
Not
say
just
you,
like-
Lionel?
Lion. That's what
I
Lion
feel like, excuse me.
no facts.
Let me add that to your name, Lionel. Mr. Sensibility. I got you. Don't worry.
Okay, yes. Okay.
I got you. How you spell sensibility? Go ahead, Lionel. Finish.
You
S-
better sound that out.
Right.
SENSIBILITY.
Go ahead, Lionel. I gotta look it up.
I feel like they should follow their hearts and then follow their hearts.
Hearts.
Follow their hearts. I'm glad they came to the terms of like, instead of trying to force this shit, like we might ruin each other and our perception of each other, then that would create resentment. So like, let's take a step back and like, do us. So I'm I support it. I don't think that they should get divorced though. I feel like they don't have to get divorced. Like clearly this is working for them.
No, I'm not saying they have to get divorced. What I'm saying is, should they put that back on the table? Because they said they took it off the table. Should they bring that back to the table?
No, I would never encourage that.
Okay.
What do you say, Roy?
Fucking right. They should bring that back to the table and execute it
So
immediately.
you believe in divorce?
I don't believe in divorce. Let me back. I
Yeah,
can't say
your ass
You the
believe.
one, Roy, who said that if you die, your wife can't even move on. So like, what?
No, for real.
What's going on?
First of all, I'm a truth
But
teller.
now you saying you can push somebody away,
First of
but
all, I'm a
like,
truth
you
teller.
dead, you can't.
You said, do you believe in divorce? My answer is yes, because I think that some people get married for the wrong reasons. And in this country where we live at, in order to get out of that, you got to get divorced. If you marry somebody because they got a fat ass, you might need to get a divorce in 2 years, right? So
And
yes,
then
I believe in divorce, right?
Chloe
That's
is not married to
That's
him.
poison,
They're
right?
not even married, and she's getting shitted on before the marriage. If she takes him back, that's dodo bird activity.
This is what I'm saying.
She would totally shit on that. Well, that's just to that comment.
I'm saying I believe in it. Now, when you ask me, right, when me and my wife got married, I believe that it's for better or for worse. Now, with that being said, I don't know what worse looks like, right? Maybe I do know, and we've already reached the worst, and I just don't know that yet, right?
Right.
Maybe it's up from here. I don't know, but I don't know what worse looks like. And you know me on this show, I always say, man, never say never. Never say what you wouldn't do. Never say what you're gonna do, because man, I've seen people get it. I got so many friends. I'm a man of a certain age. I just had a birthday on Monday. I'm a man of a certain age. I've seen so many homeboys, homegirls who they never thought they'd be in specific situations. And lo and behold, they in that situation and they like, how the F did I get hit? So sometimes you never know. That's all I'm saying. And so I think they took divorce off the table. They've now been separated for 7 years. I think at this point, it's appropriate to at least in their evaluation of one another, bring that back to the table and say, okay, let's put this back on the table. Now, it's been 7 years. Let's put this shit back on the table.
See, I feel like they probably just like still cool. Like it probably ain't even like
you can be cool and be divorced, Naomi.
No, but they cool and they married and separated. Like it's not.
I mean, they could be. She's definitely cool with it. I don't know how we'll feel about it.
I'm sure they're cool. Like, cause I don't feel like she's just going on this press run tour, like writing a book and like doing all red table, and Will was just like, I am 100% not okay with this. Like, please don't do this. I don't like this. Like, I'm not fucking with this. I don't think it was like that. Like, I'm sure there was a conversation and it was understood and it was like, okay, like, I don't think this is just like something that's just blindsiding him.
Well, you're cut off, so you better get your money. Go ahead.
No, and he got to drop the book first, right? Like when they first did the shit, like okay, they were like, you get first drop. They're like they're gonna fall for yours. They're gonna think you're about to smash me in this bitch. Like they're gonna go for yours, and then boom, you ain't gonna tell them shit. They're gonna have to piggyback and buy mine. We're gonna drop some more shit in 2 years. They're like, just wait, we got this shit. It probably is like a whole plan. So like there's many levels to this shit, you know, why are we even talking about this shit in the first place? But I don't think Jada's a horrible human. Not human. Freudian slip.
See?
But I don't think that.
Okay.
No evidence proves.
Okay. Before we pull out for the night, can we please bring up Sexy Red? Can you bring up the Sexy Red clip? And we got Torian, aka Dream Chaser, in here tonight. We're gonna call Torian. Who made the dreams and nightmares? What's that nigga name? Meek Mill, aka Torian, aka Meek Mill.
Not Dream Chaser.
Dream Chasers.
It's pulled up.
There we go. Let's play this young lady. My favorite right now. She got a little booty, right? I gotta represent for the little booty girls. Here she go. Hold on, let's set this up. Hold on, Torian. Let's set this up first. My fault. Bring it back. Let's set this up. So, allegedly, her sex tape leaked. People say she put it out. We don't know what really happened, but it leaked. And people had a lot of comments about it, as they should have, right? It's a sex tape, so you're going to critique it. I thought Kim K's sex tape was trash, right? So you're going to critique the sex tape. And they critiqued hers. And they said, hey, you told us, thugging with my round, my such and such pink, my booty hole brown. They was like, wait, we didn't see the pink coochie, so let's go. Let's go. What's she say?
Why do I see them ass little kids talk about my coochie not pink? Why now? I'm brown. Why would the outside of my coochie be pink? Can you make it make sense? That's how I know y'all don't get no ass, nothing. Why would the fuck the outside of my coochie be pink? Not that y'all was thinking that that's sick. No, the outside is not pink, dumbass. If you get some coochie and you see what the fuck going on, you're gonna see what I'm saying. Common sense. Why do I see?
Well, your rap should have been more clear, ma'am. You're
not clear. Not you didn't understand
what she's saying.
You ain't right. Pussy before.
The pink part is pink.
Yeah.
Her bars needed to be more clear. The youth didn't know. I knew the youth didn't know. Her bars needed to be clearer.
They know she has a pink.
Thugging with my round, my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. She said her booty hole was brown. Is her booty hole actually brown if you go in there? I don't know.
If you look at that sex tape, you see.
It's probably brown as far as you can see.
They wanted to see some, they wanted to see some, at least, maybe, don't know. Maybe they thought they were going to see some pink coochie lips. I don't know what they thought they was going to see. They ain't see no pink, and apparently the people were upset.
Yeah, no, that's crazy. It just goes to show, like, people don't know decent anatomy. Niggas not even paying attention to the pussy. And that's why it's just like, girls, like, I can't even imagine what these young girls going through right now. Like, I know it's just probably so horrible.
Yeah.
Do we think she leaked this on purpose? What y'all think?
Nah, she didn't leak this on purpose.
Right.
I feel like a nigga posted that shit.
Nigga definitely did
because it wasn't even hidden like that. Like, because I feel like if I will post my own shit, like that shit at least gonna be hidden. Like, okay, that shit was.
What sex tape has actually hit though? Like, what celebrity sex tape has hit?
I mean, I'm speaking personally. I'm not speaking about no celebrity.
No,
because people see instances like that. I saw so many tweets that are like, "See, that's why you just don't ever film," and I'm like, "Shit, no, that's why you just gotta do it on your phone."
No, I'm just saying though, like for like celebrity sex tape,
do that shit on your phone.
You can't even include the Mimi shit because that was actual porno film. Like you can't. That's not a sex tape. That was a porno.
No,
film.
and that wasn't good either. But I didn't even really see it. I didn't see the Kim sex tape.
The little shower shit went viral with her holding to the shower curtain shit. I mean the shower rod. That shit. They said Home Depot sold out of shower rods after that shit dropped. That's no cap. That's a factual truth.
That's crazy.
Women are weird.
Our last shower rods. Like what the fuck?
Women went out here and bought new shower rods. Like, shit. They said,
no, because you would definitely need a sturdy one, but I would never even chance it because shower sets can be so like dangerous already.
Oh yeah, I got bad knees. I ain't playing around in the shower.
Man, that shit could get.
Yeah, you fuck around. And
that shit could get too slippery.
Yeah, you fuck around and
like
slip,
a jacuzzi, like a big like. Tub.
You out of there in the shower, nigga. You out of there.
I mean, you
out of there.
I mean, it's doable.
And I'm like, you can get
definitely try. Definitely try, but that
but
shit.
You definitely have to work for.
I mean, you can, but we gotta stay on the ground though. You can't be all in the air holding shower rod and shit. That's gonna get
But usually it's good when there is a bar, or of some type.
Oh yeah, see y'all. You see what y'all are talking about is a lot of equipment involved. And what I'm saying is a nigga with bad knees, you got to be careful because any little thing in that shower, you slip and it's a wrap.
I'm going to send you some knee exercises.
I'm like, you too old for me. Oh my God.
Nah, man, you slip in that shower and that's a wrap. I got in both my knees.
Do you got your life alert alarm?
No, that's what.
Life alert. Just push you with your landing on so you can push your little button.
Oh my God, that you can't even fuck no one.
I'm telling you, I've been no cartilage in both knees since my junior year of college. Like all my shit been torn out since my junior year of college. My shit got fucked up bad early, super early.
And you know the knees are so delicate.
Pause.
No,
we gotta pause that.
Pause.
No, we're gonna pause that.
Oh, you've been using your knees too much.
No, I don't know where anybody's going with that. So we're gonna just pause it just for GP purposes. Okay, T. Ross jumped in here. He was talking about Jada. He said she kept the last name. She dropping all the info. She cheating. She the N-word in this situation. Facts.
She is not cheating.
She clearly she cheated with.
Are you black, T. Ross?
I know T. Ross is my guy. He is black. T. Ross,
okay.
And he from Florida. He from the bottoms. That's my guy. He from the bottoms.
Because some black people
from Florida,
just don't like. No, some black people just don't like to say nigga. But then I was just seeing if like it was somebody who couldn't say.
If y'all want to catch T. Ross, he will be with me tomorrow night or tomorrow afternoon on People's Champ Radio. Me and T. Ross, we break down NFL and NBA. So holla at me and T. Ross tomorrow night on People's Champ Radio. You did? Anyway, we here. What I'm saying though is when we go back to Jada, I like Jada. Jada's cool. I'm not knocking her hustle, right? I think
You literally was. You
No,
was
he
literally
told me. He's like,
knocking
she
her
ain't even a
hustle.
star.
Right. Like, nigga just said that.
Nigga
She's a made
literally
woman.
knocked
She was
her
made.
hustle.
She's a made woman.
You see how men be lying?
You
Look.
must
No,
know
when you
what I'm
talking
saying.
about truth teller.
Right.
Really?
Go ahead and erase that.
This nigga
Truth
calling a
teller.
lie.
I'm
taking
not
it
knocking her
one
hustle,
step.
right?
Wait, is it this way?
I'm not knocking her hustle. I'm just saying that, like, we've talked about a lot on this show that you have to find somebody that's compatible with you, right? And sometimes there are some women who are alphas. I know people don't like to admit that, especially men.
Please post that picture. Let me find it.
What picture?
Picture.
Oh, Will and Jada.
Oh,
With
okay,
her
go ahead.
legs open.
Right there you go. Right, yeah. Because I'm saying that there are some women who are alphas. They have alpha personalities. That's the reality, right? And they gotta find them, a beta male, because I don't know, because if two alphas in that situation are gonna match. So you gotta find you, right, a dude who is okay with you doing what you do, and that's fine. I'm not even knocking that. Trust me, I'm not on that tip of, hey, if a man ain't leading, it's a bullshit relationship. Nah, I think that, like, if you got a lady that's good in a bunch of leadership areas and you're not good in those particular areas, right? I think you can still be as manly a man as you are and not necessarily take the lead in finance and take the lead in, like, dealing out responsibilities. Like, it's other shit you can do. Like, I try to be as liberal as I can be on this manhood thing, right? I understand my red pill brothers out there, right? And I don't knock my red pill brothers, but at the same time, I try to be liberal on this whole manhood thing because, a man is a man, right? Like, I'm not gonna sit back and say, oh, you less than a man because your woman do this, and this. That ain't my place. I don't get into all that, right? But with that being said, my whole thing, and I've been consistent with this, y'all got to admit this for the whole show. I said, if y'all want to say that Jada's the leader, which is okay with me, you got to say, to this point, they've been separated for 7 years. Seems like bad leadership to me. That's all I've said all night. That seems like bad leadership. She's led them to the point to where they've been separated for 7 years.
Okay, and if Will has been the one leading?
Well, y'all, I can't speculate on that because y'all.
No, but so it's not the same thing. So you're saying by the same, if it was Will who is doing the leading, and now they've been separated for 7 years, that he leading into the ground.
Let me speak to that. If Will has behind the scenes been the leader this whole time,
not behind the scenes.
I gotta say behind the scenes because he hasn't been up front with nothing. Can we all agree with that?
I mean, this is like literally the past few years. I feel like Will Smith has been the front man or the front image of like what we've seen in Will and Jada.
No, hold on.
You don't think so?
No, he's been what the LGBTQ might call a beard, right? She's been his beard. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't know what the fuck. He ain't said. The only thing Will Smith's done in the last 7 years is slap a nigga on stage.
Share this.
Will Smith wrote a whole book and didn't talk about none of this. What we sharing? More bullshit, Torian. Okay, here we go, Torian.
She just dropped this an hour ago.
Ready to tell my side of the story. He didn't tell his side yet. Well, this is crazy. This is insane. Y'all know this is insane. Now look, she's selling a book, so I'm with her. She got to sell books. I'm not mad at her. Snooki was a bestseller, so anybody can be a bestseller author. So I'm not mad at that. So she's trying to sell books. That's what it is. But at what cost?
What do you mean these niggas be selling their soul to be in Hollywood? Nigga, what do you mean at what cost? At every cost.
That's my point. At what cost, Naomi?
They're willing to do anything and everything, and that's why they are the ones that got it.
And she got so much filler in her face. It's crazy.
No, look,
like you, I just feel like I don't know why you.
She said, "My hope with my book Worthy is that for any of you who may be stuck, hopeless, or confused, that my journey can offer you some oxygen, some strength to deepen your willingness to keep stepping towards your greatness.
She's
Like-
talking to Will. Hold on, that's talking to Will. That's not talking to you, Lionel. That's the Will.
She was talking to me right there. So I'm like, damn,
No.
thank you.
He trying to get
No, that sounds very inviting. Like,
But
She's
wait,
talking
life
to
is
Will.
complicated but beautiful. And if you are willing to take this ride with me, I think you'll be surprised of all the love and treasures that wait.
Man, I don't want to hear about her and Tupac. Fuck out of here.
gonna
I'm
order the
tired of
book.
hearing
no,
about that.
and it like kind of comes
I'm
back.
ordering
I
the
don't
book. I'll
know.
let y'all know.
Have any of y'all read The Alchemist? Anybody in the chat too?
No,
Have
I
y'all
actually
read The
haven't
I'm
read The
familiar with
Alchemist.
The Alchemist.
I got it. I love that. I need to read it this year.
No, it's something you definitely got to read on.
Nigga
Like,
said, I got it. I'm gonna read it this year. Ain't that a bitch?
He said he already read it. He wants.
Yeah, I already
to
read it.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. Okay. You
I
got to
haven't read
refresh.
the book.
You know what?
Come on
That's the
now,
great
Roy.
thing about books is doing a refresh. My fault. I'm sorry. You right.
Oh, okay.
No,
I
but
don't
The
want no
Alchemist is definitely a good book to read overall. But you know, and that's something I've seen like coming on. I'm about to have my 10-year high school reunion, like coming up on like my first decade as like a grown person in this experience, and like being able to look back, like I already fully just be like being able to appreciate the journey that life is, that like how certain circumstances at different points in our life bring us to these other points that like lead up to like, oh wow, and now you're in different places. And I think even with her having this whole experience with Will, like whatever it is, like who even knows, like, you know, so there's so many sides that you could look at this, you
I
know,
feel like I'll be liking
when
her
it's
perspective on life.
multidimensional,
I
because
really
like
do.
who even knows like on the soul level, like what this is for them and like what they got going on. Like, you know, at the end of the day, people's relationships be their relationships, and they're not divorced, so they obviously are still in it. They're still willing. And like I think that's important. And like that goes into say, like, because you know, people were kind of like feeling away with Tiana Taylor and Iman saying they've been separated. And you know, maybe that's just something that like marriages have to discover, because I'm sure at some points it's going to be so hard, like because being in a commitment, like that's like not no. And for me, I've always literally have commitment issues, so like being in a commitment, like, and just really staying down, like no matter what, like even if this person didn't piss you off, like, because you know, like at the end of the day, like like when you come back home to yourself, like what is the true feeling here? Like how do you truly feel, like without the outside shit, without like other people's projections, without programs of like how you think it should be or would be. And I think she has said something like that in that video, like that the problem was is they were still like in this illusion of like what they wanted the other person to be, instead of actually being able to be like with what is.
That's
like,
what I said
who
last
is
week.
the
Fuck
partner?
expectations. I said that.
No, and look, you were definitely speaking on that last week. So yeah, like really having to be like, this is the person that's in front of me, and then like maybe not like who am I even showing up as in this relationship. And so I think separation, maybe that can be some growth too. And I just like,
for sure.
I have so much
7 years,
love. I have
Boy, you can't put a time on
I
it.
have so much faith in love,
Especially when you love
they've
somebody.
been married for like 20.
So they've been separated half the time they've been married. That's
no,
crazy.
that's not math,
No, they've
Roy.
been married for
That's
like
not
20-something
math, sir.
years.
That's not math.
Rounding
Maybe
up.
a third.
You
Maybe
round
a third of the
rounding.
time.
Hold on,
They
time
still
out.
got
You
about
crazy.
Round up
they
from
still
7.
got about 40 years.
No,
Stop trying to round and carry the one. No, it's not that. It's 7 flat.
You round up from 7. What is wrong with y'all?
There's no exponent.
No,
Yeah,
that's
no,
way too far. No, you didn't have to.
You're not doing
You didn't have to,
PEMDAS.
because 7 times 3, Roy, 7 times 3 is 21. I know they've
Okay, how long they been
together
married?
at least 25 years. They've been
Torian,
together.
look it up.
At
How long they been
least.
married?
It's at least 25. It might be.
I'm like, I'm
27.
29. I've always known them together. So at
Damn,
least 25 years they've been together.
You
It
29.
might be
Damn.
27 years that they've been together. Maybe 27.
How long they
No,
been married?
like it's
Torian?
definitely been a minute. So like that would even just be a fourth of it, you know?
Well, I guess you take it to 2016, so maybe it is 2015.
Yeah, they married in 1997. So that's 26 years.
How much?
And I'm
26?
29. I'm 28.
26. But I mean, they probably was together for how long before that?
No,
Hold on. So 26 years they've been married. 7 years they've been separated. Let's make sure we make that distinction.
Right. So still 19 years of marriage.
19 years of marriage, 7 years of separation.
No,
Let's
but
make
it's
sure we're on the
still
same page.
literally it's still marriage. You could throw the separation number in there, but they still married at the end of the day.
So they were married.
Separation or
So they
not,
were
that's
married for
just
20
where
years.
They were
until that
still
marriage
They were
ends.
still
I'm
friends.
doing
Until that
math.
marriage ends.
Naomi's
I'm
right.
doing math. They was married for 20 years and separated for 10. That's
You doing
math.
nigga math. You doing
That's
nigga
math.
math.
That's rounding. Now, fuck
You
with
doing
y'all.
bitter
That's
nigga
rounding.
math. You doing
I'm
bitter
rounding.
nigga math. We doing
No,
real
because
math.
if you're rounded 7, you got to round 6. If you're
I'm
rounded
They
7,
actually
you got
are
to
still-
round
they're
6,
still
and that puts
married.
it to
rounding.
30.
I'm rounding
Actually,
7 up
And
to
no,
you
10.
don't
remember I
round
said
down.
it's like a dance, and sometimes if you got to get off the dance floor and have a seat and talk about how the fuck y'all finna approach the next song, then that's just what it is. But like, you're still
We're
married.
doing that. You gotta put me down. We better just move while we moving.
No, see, no, because that's how you
No,
fuck me up.
like-
'Cause if you step on my toes too
So
many
hold on.
times, you got a problem.
So hold on. More
Like,
than
I
a-
got this. It's still fucking
Nigga,
More
falling.
than
fuck
Like,
it
no,
up.
we
You
need
fucking
to
it
take a
up. And you're
break.
embarrassing me. Like, people can see us.
let me
Like,
put it in
stop
a,
moving like
let me
that.
put it in a fraction for y'all. Maybe y'all like fractions.
We're
More
getting
than a-
distraction.
So
I hate
more
that.
than a quarter of their marriage, they've been separated. That's a fact.
Yeah, that's what I already said. A fourth. I already
Right.
said that.
So more than a quarter of the marriage, they've been separated. That's crazy.
But Roy, that's not crazy.
That is crazy. What is wrong with
No,
y'all?
it's not crazy.
That is crazy.
No, it's not crazy.
That's crazy.
No, it's
No, because like, what if they go on to be married? They get back, they separation's over, boom, they're back 50 years. Like,
Even
and
if
so
Drake
We
said
ain't
he
got
can
the
love
that's
himself.
speculation, Judge. Speculation.
okay, so even if it's
Speculation,
not
Judge.
speculation, it might be healthy. Okay, because people out
I
here,
think
that's
it's
why
healthy.
they be fucking up their partners and shit.
I think it's healthy.
Okay. They be fucking up their partners. Niggas be stressed. Niggas be fucking getting sick and diseases and shit, all because they dealing with this fucked up shit in the house that they're
look.
repressing.
She want to be with a
I
nigga.
would run from that shit.
It's funny that like she's in love with Tupac, but she had an entanglement with
She
August.
is
That
not
means
in love with Tupac.
oh, she's in love with Tupac. Fuck what you talking about? She loves that nigga. She's in love with
Two
Tupac.
different things.
Tupac loves him. I always hear that.
I'm not saying it's an intimate love. I'm saying she's in love with Tupac. You don't think she's in love with Tupac? I think she's in love with Tupac. I think that's a
Tupac is a dead man, so no, I don't think she's
What
in
does
love with
that
him.
mean?
I
Hold
think
on,
she
you can be in
loves
love with
him.
somebody who's dead?
No,
That's
you
crazy.
could love somebody that's dead, but in love, I mean, maybe if your fucking partner dies, but well,
That was
you
her
know,
partner.
you can't just stay in love.
Why
I
not?
have an altar for him. He's
Hold
With
on,
the
y'all
person
making
that's
rules to
gone.
love
But you can
now?
have
This
an
is
altar
crazy
for
tonight.
somebody that passed for sure. But what'd you
What
say,
I'm-
Roy?
I'm saying y'all can't y'all making rules to love now?
There been these rules.
No,
Hey,
I just said I don't think Jada's in love with Tupac.
100%. I think she's in love with Tupac.
She loved Tupac and they had a
I think that
connection.
she's in love
But you
with.
think that you could
Let-
still just
let
be
me
in love with
rephrase
a
it.
dead
Maybe
person
I'll
for
make you-
30 years? For 30
maybe I'll make
years?
you more comfortable with this, Naomi. I think that she's in love with the memory of Tupac. Does that make you more
Yeah.
comfortable?
Mm,
I think you're
I
more
don't know.
comfortable with
I'm
that
still trying to see if I feel that. I don't know. But maybe I don't pay attention.
Based on the evidence and every woman from the 90s I've heard speak on Tupac, I feel like they all are. Like
Tupac
every
was
woman
bad,
I've
I
ever
mean,
heard.
man.
that's when anybody I feel like speaks about Tupac who really like loves and appreciate Pac and
But especially the women that like had romance.
knew him,
They
yeah,
literally
that
still
knew him
feel
and was
like-
fucking with him.
They're like,
I'm
"I
sure.
love Tupac." They're like,
But I mean, and I could just imagine because it just be crazy to lose somebody, and especially if you have a connection like that.
Yeah, that's true.
So you can still like love and miss somebody that has passed on to the other side. But I don't think that just makes her automatically in love with him. Like one of my little like early age boyfriends that I had like in middle school, like boyfriends loosely. He was killed when we were 17. He had just turned 18. I was in 11th grade. And like that's something that I like will still think about. Like every time his birthday comes and like that shit is just like, damn, here I am another year older, which I guess is like what I'm realizing now that I've lost people. It's like, you know, you realize that this time goes
Ooh,
on
Look
for
at
you.
the chat. Look at the chat, please. Shout out to my man Trail. Her eyes twinkle when she talk about dude.
Mm.
Got a twinkle in them. She's still in love with him.
I guess.
It's a twinkle in her eye when she talk about Pac. She don't talk about Pac. Listen, put it like this. If my wife ever talked about another dude the way that she talks about Pac, we would have to have a conversation. I ain't gonna lie. We'd be like, hey, so like, you know.
Are you gonna separate for 7 years or are you divorcing?
Nah, I might divorce, depending on what her answer is.
He's
Depending on
with
her
that
answer.
girl. He's with
Well,
that.
well,
He's
well,
with
No,
that.
he's like,
He's
right
Because
yeah,
there's
here,
an
bye.
he's like,
there's
just
an
give
answer.
me a
No,
reason,
because
just a little bit's enough.
There's an answer that she could give to make me say I'm good, right? And that answer would be if I said, "Hey, man, like, damn, you know, shit, you always posting this nigga." And if she tells me, "Hey, no, you know, I was in love with him. No matter what you do, you'll never measure up." I'm cool now. Now I'm gonna separate myself. Now I'm good. I don't want to be with somebody who tells me that no matter.
Who would even say that?
I know.
No,
I was
no,
like,
I'm
oh,
just giving you a scenario now. We talking, we speculating now. I'm a truth teller.
no,
and we
that's worst case.
speculate.
No,
scenario.
nobody
Yeah,
would even say
that was
that.
worst case.
Hold on. Why would nobody say that? Y'all just told me y'all just told me that Jada Pinkett, right, was cool with speaking her mind. So that might be in her mind. She's speaking her mind. Hey, no matter, like, listen, he's dead. Trust me, I love you now, but no matter what you do, you're never gonna trump the love I have for him. Okay, thank
No,
you.
but
for
I
telling
feel
me
like
I'm
if
good.
she's just so cognizant of that fact, there wouldn't even be no reason to get into.
Okay, so
anything
tell me
with
what's the
anybody
reason
else.
for her continue to post Tupac shit year
Because
round?
that was one
nonstop?
of her best friends who was
Naomi.
Tupac Shakur.
Naomi, her daughter, her daughter wrote a letter talking about she wished that Tupac could like come back alive so mommy can be happy. That's crazy. That's not crazy to y'all?
I don't know what their situation is.
Okay, now Naomi don't know nothing. See what
No,
we're saying?
because I could think
Now
I could think of like a relationship of mine that I personally have. Let me just go.
Naomi,
I could think of a relationship
was
with
like
a friend
10.
that I have. No, I could think of a relationship with a friend that I have. If I was like to lose him in that way, I feel like I could feel the same way. But of course, when you're in a relationship,
Naomi,
should
she
you
lost.
be?
She lost Pac in 96. Her daughter wasn't born until like the 2000s. So that means her daughter had been cognizant of this shit this whole time. She wasn't even alive when Tupac died. And she was like, my wish is for Tupac to come back alive so mommy can be happy. That's crazy when you married to me. I'm telling you right now, that's some wild shit. No matter what y'all say, that's wild shit. Lionel, if your wife said, why, Lionel, if Ocean writes a letter in 6 years saying, hey, I wish that, you know, fucking Jeff Saturday came back alive so mommy can be happy, you're gonna be like, who the fuck is this nigga Jeff and what's going on? Like, why are you still upset about this? That's some wild shit.
Yes, two options. It's either damn, she's right, or like, no, you're just perceiving this the wrong way. Like, she's totally happy, everything's fine. You know, like, it's either one.
No, and it could just be a kid. And then
Y'all
again,
know
like
kids tell the truth though, man.
it's Tupac as well. It's Tupac as well. So she could
Kids don't know who
also.
Tupac is. She just telling the
She
truth.
obviously will if her mom actually knew Tupac.
Come on,
Because
man.
and then no,
Their
I really
parents
see
is
both.
Will
No, I see
Smith
both.
and
Both
Jada
you guys
Pinkett
are
Smith.
valid, seriously. Because my mom had a friend that she lost like when they were really young. Like that was her best friend. It was a woman. It was a girl. Her name was Nikki. But like she literally kept her memory alive in so many ways. Like I know so much about Nikki. She passed away before I was born. But like to this day, like she's in my heart, like because my mom kept her memory alive. That was her girl. Like I know her favorite song. I know she got into a fight with Left Eye from TLC, like in Austin. I know it's crazy.
Wow.
But ultimately, like we have photos of her. We had a rose from her funeral in our photo album. But just like my mom lived for Nikki. And so, but that was her best friend. So and then I was perceiving that as, oh, wow, okay, they had a great relationship. If it's a guy, you never know how like the kid will perceive that, like,
Yeah.
So it's just like, I feel like she's keeping like the memory alive and like they did have a intense, what I take from is they had a really intense connection. Like it was a strong connection. And like I said, I don't feel like she's not cut like that with Will Smith. I don't feel like she cut like, she's like,
Dude, she cut like that with Tupac, Lionel?
Definitely.
There you go. You see?
But like, what do you do? Like, that's why I
You
think
separate.
there are different loves, but no, and that's why but there's different loves, right? She already got to experience that love, and like now he's dead and gone, and like now
now
this
she
is the
just like, I'm
different
just
type of
existing.
love, and like that goes
She's like,
back to
she's like Helga,
look,
and then
no.
Tupac is Hey Arnold. She's just like, like she's gonna be
But
living in that. That's gonna be living. She's living that space now forever. Like God bless the guy that'll ever be able to come in and sweep her off her feet again at 52.
It could definitely happen. Like, I don't give up. I can't wait like till the end of my life. Like, especially if I get old. Like, I wonder how many love of my lives I'm gonna have. Because I always think about like how many love of my lives am I gonna have. Like, I'm on number 2, and there was a time when I was looking for number 3, and then boom, I went right back to number 2. So I just like wonder, like, damn, what would it really be like?
We might have to have a whole show about what makes somebody the love of your life, because I don't know how you on number 2 right now. That's interesting.
Because when I was 16, I thought I had the love of my life.
I have to decide to love a person. Like, it's not like anybody can sweep me off my feet. Like, I have to decide, like, okay, I'm gonna love you. Like, I'm gonna love you.
That shit was written in the stars, destined, had to be.
I don't see Torian being easy in love.
No, I'm kind of that same way. Like, I'm not just like looking. I'm not like ready.
But seeing maybe that can be some men thing. But then I'm also a Libra, and I'm very Venusian. So like love is like my specialty. Like love is like one of the things I'm here for. Like I know like one of the reasons I incarnate back on Earth is like one for the weed. I'm here for the weed.
One for the weed.
And I'm also here for the love. Like just to be able to like fall in love and be with my person.
That's crazy. You came back.
What sounds like a fairy tale? I don't even remember what we've been saying.
Don't need drugs for some freak shit.
I don't know, but let's get out of here.
I just want to post one more picture.
Very tired.
I swear we finna leave right here. I just want to post one more picture and we're gonna get up out of here. Let me find.
Here we go. All right.
Hold on.
I'm out of here, y'all.
To hell with you, Tori. I can't find it. Damn, I'm trying to post it. Hold on.
Roy trying to get his link back. We all gotta get.
Tori, don't go nowhere, Tori. Give me 2 seconds. Let me find this shit. Oh, it's hard to find it right now. Pause. Oh, y'all lucky I can't find this picture right now online. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got a good one too. Here we go.
Do your due diligence and find it.
Okay, we out of here on this, ladies and gentlemen. We're going back to Will and Jada. We're just talking about how she is the alpha in the relationship. Here we go.
Please.
There we go.
No, but this is a very interesting page. I looked at the dude who like does these lines, and it's such an interesting science. I always mean to look at it in public.
Well, body language is real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So they say that women should like men should be straight, and the women should always be like leaning towards them.
Why they say he got ugly sneakers? Hilarious. Ugly sneakers. Why they say her coochie facing the world? Hilarious.
No, but it is like, look, it's literally on the screen on the World Wide Web.
Her that cootie cat. Shout out to Jocelyn.
Look, and
she's not leaning. She's not leaning and she not smiling. This nigga Will smiling, leaning in. He crossing his legs. They said he cock shaming, crossing his legs.
Cock shame.
Cock shame, nigga.
That is crazy.
That's what I'm saying. This is what we dealing with. This is their relationship. This is their relationship. This is a microcosm of their relationship, in my opinion, of what we just talked about for 2 hours.
Legs open, pussy facing the world.
Right.
Ugly sneakers.
That ugly sneakers is hilarious.
Ugly sneakers, come on. It's like, well, damn.
Nigga, shoes ugly. Fuck them shoes. All right, we out here for tonight, man. Next week, we're gonna come back. We want to talk about, Naomi talked about, what's this phenomenon that you were talking about, Naomi? What's this shit? This what?
They said hoflation.
Explain to me hoflation, and this one we'll talk about next week.
Basically that good women aren't as easy to come by. Good women or high quality women are
ask
not
Will
as
Smith. Go
easy
ahead.
to come by as they were in the past. So like it's like inflation.
Oh, like inflation.
Because like a lot of women have become more so hoes rather than housewives, I guess.
Word
I'm
to Will
attracting
Smith.
all the good women. I gotta have a stick to fight them off. I would say back.
Or you
I'm
can
married. Back.
Or you can just get this blue pipe. Pause.
Yeah, you gotta keep that stick handy.
But yeah, we'll come back next week. Next week, we're talking about hoflation. Hoflation. I love that word, hoflation. God damn
Me
it.
too. I do too.
If I
And
ever
I do
get
love
divorced,
Candace Owens too. For the record.
if I ever get divorced, you're gonna see some hoflation in my life.
Oh wow.
You need to start speaking that into existence, bald head.
I'm not speaking nothing.
Milk
Listen, I'm
good.
not
God, y'all been on his head so hard.
I ain't going.
No pun
Literally on
intended.
his head.
No pun was intended, but
I ain't leaving my wife. We good. We good.
Okay,
I've been knowing
good.
my wife since we was in elementary. We good. Trust me. I know whatever secret she got, I know them in it. And the one she don't think I know. So we all good. We grew up in the same neighborhood. Trust me, I know, nigga. So
No, I believe you for real.
yeah, so it's all good. We out here for the night, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up button. If you ain't comment, drop a comment. We appreciate that. If you never shared the show with anybody, man, post it on your Facebook, post it on your Twitter, post it on your IG. We appreciate y'all, man. We bring this to y'all rough, rugged, and raw. We've been talking about Will and Jada going on 3 years now. I didn't even know Torian was on when we was talking about them. We got to look at Torian's contract, goddammit. How long does it go on the show?
We signed him
no,
for 6
it's crazy.
years.
But you know, like that shit, the pandemic really like slid us through like a little time.
No. Time flew through that like 2-3 year period. That shit was crazy.
I know, it's not okay.
That shit was crazy.
And it's literally just a 3-year period. Is all
it is. Love, man. We out here for the night, man. We'll see y'all next week.
Night, y'all.
We in the building. Peace.
Peace.
Until next week.